There we are. Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Roll Hit Die presents our Wednesday night game of TORGanized play. Before I hand this off to Rod here to run us through tonight's game, I'd like to give a shout out to Roll20, which is what we have in the middle of the screen here. It allows you to kind of see how the battle's going and share some artwork from either the books or whatever artwork we come up with. We have no miniatures out on the field at the moment, it looks like. Yeah, there are down at the bottom. A few of those are created through the Hero Forge. If you haven't had a chance to check out HeroForge.com, go check it out. You can create a custom miniature from sci-fi all the way down to fantasy. You can create them up to 6 inches tall, and if you're a subscriber, you can turn your creation into a digital that you can use in your digital games. Let's see. If you're watching us on Twitch, we have 3 things to consider. First and foremost is our Extra Life campaign, which is right down below underneath our bio. And next to it is our website. Now, Extra Life campaign runs year-long, so you can give to the Children's Miracle Network when you can, when you'd like to. And our website currently has a shop set up, so you can go in there and see what Marcus has put on there. I think he is constantly putting new things or new logos and slogans in there that you can get, like Army Corps for our Mutants Mastermind game. The symbol you saw at the beginning of the program before we turned off the waiting sign, I suppose is the best way to put it. There's some other things as well. So check out the shop and see what you might fit you, might be interested in. Let's see. Last but not least, we have a bubble down below next to the chat line. If you're watching us on Twitch, the longer you watch our programs, the more points you can earn. The more points you can earn, the more points you can spend on our Friday night game of Consequences of Chaos. Robert already likes enough chaos as it is, but he loves when you guys add more. So, build those points up and spend those points on our Consequences of Chaos. Let's see. I believe Liam and Mark has a little shout out they'd like to do before we hand it off to Rod.
Yes, you can listen to us ramble about everything and anything Torg Eternity on the Torg Eternity Delphi Council debriefings. You can watch those on YouTube, the Ulysses Spila channel. You can also look at them or listen to them wherever you get your podcasts, whether it's Spotify or Audible, iTunes, etc. We do those weekly, and the one that was released yesterday is, I believe, Tharkle Part 2. And for you, our viewer or viewers for today, whichever one it happens to be, our next one is jumping into the Nile Empire, so you've heard it first here.
All right.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, wait.
Everybody likes the Nile Empire.
Sure they do.
Nile Empire, you say?
So you do so. So we'll just go ahead and hand it off to Rod then. We can jump into tonight's episode.
Yep. So if I recall correctly, we had found our way through the bleed, that entrance to the bleed into this strange city.
Mm-hmm.
I think some of you are still trying to figure out where you are. And the person who had apparently, you had a letter from someone who had apparently tried to bring you here or had offered you some hospitality. And it seems that person suffered a self-inflicted wound which led to his death. You went to his house, and if I recall correctly, you were looking for evidence?
We were looking for, figure out what happened, and found a book had been taken.
From off his desk where it had kept the blotter from getting blood splatter.
Well, you don't want to get blood all over a nice desk.
No. But we did also, I think, find, let's see, what did we find?
Too. Not sure the reseal of the desk with blood everywhere except for a book-sized square is going to be very high, though.
It's easier to clean if there's some of it that's actually clean. I'm just saying.
We found that some books may have been missing from the bookshelf since they were all removed from it, and the assistant helped us put them all back on.
Yeah, and we visited the constable at the at the station who was involved in the investigation and discovered that he hand waved the investigation.
Well, it was clearly a suicide. What do you investigate on a suicide?
Yeah. And
Well, I mean,
so we went to the ME, and then we were on our way to the university.
I mean, yeah, it's like I always put my books away after I blow my brains out.
No, the books were all messy. They weren't.
Except for the one that was missing off the desk.
I trash my office and then kill myself.
This is a Rorsch. You trash your office after you kill yourself.
No, this is not a Rorsch, I can tell you that.
Yeah, this isn't a Rorsch. Same rules might apply.
It's not. It's not, but you know what I mean.
And in fact, I don't know. I think you guys had started to figure out some of the axioms.
Yes.
Yes,
correct.
we have.
So should we talk about that real quick? Which ones you had there? You had figured out?
Oh, I can run it down.
It's in chat.
Yeah, it is in chat. So we knew the magic was.
Oh, it is.
We knew the magic was above 14.
Yep.
And we knew the spirits below 16. And we knew text 19, but we don't know the social at all.
Correct.
So you had mended, right? If I recall correctly, Mike.
He did.
Oh, that's correct. Yeah, that is correct. I did mend.
What is the social axiom for mend?
24.
We're definitely under that.
Yes.
So if you'd like, I will give you a less than 24.
Sure. I mean, that's pretty much it.
Start to get a range, you know, and eventually you'll do something and be like, okay, that was easy, and then you'll have your bottom range. You'll do the, n is greater than or equal to, or less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to y, or 24 in this case, right? All right, so there are your axioms. I don't know if we've figured out anything that feels like world laws. Although,
probably not yet.
why don't you all, you've been doing this a little while. You're Storm Knights, Beta Storm Knights. You're all fairly experienced. Why don't you give me a reality mind roll? Let's see if you can figure some stuff out. I thought of evidence analysis, but I think reality is okay, Pavel.
Hey, look at that.
So,
oh, look at Yvonne.
Yeah, you and Yvonne definitely feel that there's as you guys are doing this investigation, you feel like every clue you're finding and all the clues you're struggling to get, and the fact that other people aren't really investigating deeply seems to speak to some sort of world law. You don't know exactly what it is yet, but there's definitely something there, right? The fact that you guys are doing it and the police didn't bother. Feels like there's something there.
It's like that cat that Yvonne has.
He was like, "You are on stream. I will."
Yeah, Yvonne's getting his instructions from his feline overlord.
You can't play until my food is in the bowl. Again.
Does that mean the cat becomes the Torg overlord since Lehman's our benevolent overlord?
It's a pocket cosm.
He's planning sailing.
Oh, is that what you're calling him? Okay.
I missed something.
Stella box.
All right, so that is where we are. It is kind of getting a little bit later in the day, but you said you are all going to.
We were heading to the university.
Yep. Well, it is getting later in the day, so it is now later in the day. As you look at the desktop there.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're just meaning like early evening, late afternoon.
That's cool. What'd you do?
Oh, Mark, I have tricks. It's very easy. So,
do you use lighting?
No, I found a map online. I was looking for city, blah blah blah. Found a map online, and the person who had made it had done 3 copies. They did a day, an early evening, and a nighttime.
Cool.
So you just sent all 3 to the.
And just happened to be perfect.
And you layer them, right? So as long as you get them all the exact same size and layer them,
you just pushed it back. Okay.
Like we did for Fall of Highway 41.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah. All right, so we're heading over to the university. It looks like an Ivy League school. There is a large older style buildings, lots of brick. Many of the buildings have these large kind of. I always forget the difference between the two different types of Greek columns, but we'll just say Greek columns.
The three type: Doric, Ionic,
Yeah.
and Corinthian.
Thank you. Which is the one that you would expect to see in an Ivy League school?
Probably Corinthian.
That's the one that's kind of cut out a little bit.
And it has like the little flowers up at the top.
Is it covered with rich leather?
No.
It's
Wrong kind of college.
Rich Corinthian columns.
Yep. Yeah, I'm looking now. You are correct. Thank you, Lehman. I should have expected you to remember. Because you speak a tiny bit of Greek.
Yes, and I did a ton of classic studies and Greek history. So.
Thank you. Sorry, my youngest was coming to talk to me. Are you trying to get on camera? Is that why you're talking to me? Okay. Well, thank you.
Josh, she doesn't need an excuse. Just step in there and wave.
Yeah.
No, she wanted candy. That's why she was coming in, apparently. All right, sorry, I'm easily distracted this evening. There's wrought iron gate around it, and there's a seal at the top, right, where it says Miskatonic University, with a motto, Ex ignorantia ad sapientiam. And I have not done Latin in so long that my pronunciation is quite bad. But none of your characters speak Latin, right?
Right. Well, I don't.
Colonel might know because he's an occultist and
Nah.
should be educated. He's an officer. Of course he is. But he does not have the Latin language skill. So.
That obviously means without ignoring you, man.
Stupid monkey ad.
What?
Yeah, that's what it says. Yes. Don't ignore man.
Don't ignore monkey ads.
See?
Go ahead, Lehman. Did you start to say something?
Nope, because Yvonne has no clue.
Were you just laughing at the rest of them?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Lehman's like, I know exactly what that says. Yvonne, no.
You know who also knows? Google Translate. Google Translate knows.
Well, as would the person who's showing you around, right? He probably would as well.
Yeah, because he's showing us around. That means don't ignore man. Yes.
Don't ignore man's ex.
No. Out of ignorance into wisdom.
You said light, and I was like, huh?
No. I left off there are a couple of different mottos, and another one is ex luce ad tenebras. And so I started thinking of that one as I was saying the out of ignorance into wisdom.
Well, I mean, Luke was a ladies' man, so I can understand why you have 10 bras.
So I was right in translation. That is good to know. So this is the M.
Yes, Miskatonic University. I'm a graduate student here. I could take you to the medical school, the Warren Medical Building. It's over this way.
We are going to doctor's office. Yes.
Yes. He'll take you there, and as you expected, again, right? Red brick construction, white paned windows. You know, the ones that have like all those little small panes that you see in those older style buildings. The Warren Medical Building exudes age. And he will take you up to the third floor where the professor's office is.
How many floors are there?
Probably, I think 4.
So he is not as important because he is not on top floor.
And it's what wing are we going to, or branch, or whatever?
The Joseph Warren Medical Building. And so you are at the office there. He uses a key, unlocks it.
Thank you.
Yes. So
Head on in.
okay. The office, unlike the his study, is neat. No one's tossed it over.
I'm shocked. Shocked, I tell you.
Mr.
The
Gill,
classic. Go ahead.
Oh, Mr. Gill, did he also have a lab?
No. I mean, he taught downstairs, lectures, and
May we see his lecture hall?
But we are just in the office right now.
Well, let's search the office first.
Jesus. Start
Oh, I
checking.
mean, search the office.
I mean, this is not tossed territory, so
Yeah,
yeah,
hey, nice
so-
room. Let's
so
go
we
somewhere else
toss.
now.
so Pavel starts.
So we tossed.
We toss the room.
all right. Give me a
Check it
search.
carefully.
Yeah, search.
Fine.
Or evidence analysis. Fine.
No, I said give me like search. Go ahead, sir. I'm waiting for the test. Yeah, no.
I
This
am
is
going
fine.
to
Sorry,
assist
fine.
Bob.
Not evidence analysis. I thought that. Yeah.
I will assist Pop.
I assist.
I will
No.
also attempt
I
to
do
assist.
not.
I'll assist.
Looks like Roderick McBain did. So you're getting so far a +2. Pavel.
+2.
Da.
I'll take the +2. Oops.
Clearly,
It's
I'm
the
not
right
assisting.
button.
I'm not assisting because I'm not actually tossing the room. I'm just looking at the book titles.
Okay. So we have to test.
How does a 19 levels of successing matter?
No, not so
Okay.
much here.
Okay.
You do find kind of in the top drawer, all the way in the back, there's a little catch, right? And when you kind of pull on that, a little thing, underneath that drawer itself, built like a built-in panel,
Mm-hmm.
gives a little click and opens.
Yeah, what is in secret compartment?
Oh, you found his drug holdings.
It seems to be some sort of letter. It's folded up, sealed with wax.
Is there a stamp on there? Or is it just wax? Is it just wax, or is it wax and seal?
It's wax and sealed. I mean, the stamp is probably, he would have used like a little logo thing for the university, the medical school.
Okay.
Something that most.
It's not like a stylized HW.
No. It's not a monogram.
Okay. I'll just pop it open.
Okay.
Read it.
All right. Friends, my apologies for not greeting you upon your arrival, but it was imperative I depart the city immediately, as I had learned how heinous were those seeking the Necronomicon. By the time I am returned, the danger should either be past or resolved. I feared greatly that they would, by means of torture or hideous occultic ritual, compel the place of hiding from me. Hence my drastic actions were well warranted. It is said that the black pages of the Necronomicon have the ability to whisper to its seekers from across vast distances. So while it is well hidden, I fear it is unlikely hidden enough from those that seek its dark knowledge. My fears are compounded as I use various esoteric means to divine its resting place. Alas, that I cannot set that place here for fear others may see it. Knowing they were closing on me, I made sure to give you the passwords to the Brotherhood in the letter I sent. The chapter Tribune has a sealed letter which will tell you what you need to know. I hope you are successful, even though that means we will miss the opportunity to speak. Yours, H.
What is chapter Tribune? Hey, Gil dude. What is chapter Tribune?
I have no idea. What do you mean?
It's the newspaper, I believe. Tribune would possibly be a newspaper.
It could, but we don't have a Tribune newspaper here in town.
I say, was our friend Herbert, was he a member of a society of any kind?
He mentioned the Brotherhood in the other letter that we got off train, yes?
Well, I know he was a member of the Medical Research Society here at the M.
Do they have a chapter house, or does it perhaps publish a missive?
No, not that I'm aware of. And I mean, I've never heard them refer to each other as brothers. Most of them, well, they all think they're smarter than everyone else in the society. So I don't know that they have that sort of camaraderie where they would refer to themselves as a brotherhood.
Ah, then it's a secret society.
No,
No, the one we're looking for, old boy. The one we're looking for.
there are rumors of secret societies, but I don't think that they.
That's why they call them secret.
Why don't you tell me these rumors and we will find out if they are true or false?
Hey, Rod.
Yes.
While they are talking to him and basically distracting him at this point, I would like to look at this letter and see if our cipher that we already somewhat had, if it brings out anything of this letter.
How did you roll earlier on that cipher? I thought you rolled well, if I recall correctly.
I believe we got
I
outstanding.
think we had outstanding.
Okay. I thought you did too.
That's correct.
But
we found our little words and such.
Alright, so there is going to be a thing that will actually be in there. Hold on.
I don't understand what you mean, skull and bones.
So yes, there are some like using that you can pull out. It seems to have like a letter number combination.
Okay. I will not discuss it in front of the graduate assistant.
Okay.
But I will kind of make a note of it.
All right. If you'd like, you can give me evidence analysis for that since you've just figured that out.
Sure.
You won't have help since you're not mentioning it, but somebody else can always try the roll later.
How do you spell Illuminati?
I'm currently overwhelmed by inside jokes on that one, Mike. Sorry. Insert the spelling of the current situational society that you think would be best served by being that.
That your final answer, Jim? I assumed you were thinking about it.
I was. I will play. I'll give you one. I'll give you some candy.
Are you giving me a regular one? Oh, you don't have one of the special ones yet, do you?
No.
Okay.
Somebody didn't play an Rorschach Cosm card before we left.
Oh, no. I meant...
Yeah. I'm not worried about the new ones.
I thought somebody got one of those.
They did.
I think...
Oh, yeah. Robert has one.
Oh, Robert has one.
How is it?
That's right. I did the same back on them. That's why I can't tell the difference.
13.
The final answer. It is a little difficult.
I got nothing for you.
No willpower, no action, no supporter.
So it's currently a failure?
You're a one-off. Mm-hmm.
Oh, willpower.
Do levels of success matter on this?
Not particularly.
Okay.
So you think it basically, looking at it, it seems to have like page number and a letter and a number, which you've seen before. Which Cosm are you?
Rorsch.
You're a Rorsch. You've seen that on some very newfangled style maps where people will have like maps and it'll say sections of a large city or something like that. This seems to be, if you could find the right map, this would tell you where on that map to look.
Okay. I will look around here and see if I see any maps in his office.
You do not.
You realize Santa Claus is not real, right?
Who are you saying that to?
Oh, to Gil. He's telling us about secret societies, right?
He goes, no, he's telling me he doesn't believe they're real.
Yes, exactly. Santa Claus is not real, right?
Of course not.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That might be
That is what
incorrect.
they all say.
Gil, was there anywhere else on campus that the professor may have worked or visited? I mean, is there
His
map of
lecture
the
hall.
school? A map of the school, perhaps somewhere, maybe.
Yes, I mean, he actually keeps a map of the city in the lecture hall with all the hospitals on it, as well as a number of other things.
Oh, well, excellent. Perhaps we should see that lecture hall.
Yes, of course, if you wish.
Does the doc have a cigar box on his desk?
No, not here. You are not able to steal cigars from him again. I'm very sorry.
But I can steal his pen.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, we should go to the lecture hall now, and then I'll just swipe the pen.
Okay.
I didn't realize I was a klepto, but okay.
Yes, you've learned this.
Learning something new every day.
So
as we play, I have learned this.
down into the lecture hall, right? It's one of those older style, not nearly as large as we would expect these days. But it has the rounded kind of seats, and then there is off to one side a large map of the city on the wall, and it says across the top of it, Arkham.
What is the Arkham?
The city here.
Oh,
You knew where you were when you got off the train, didn't you?
you remember I hit my head.
Oh, I'm very sorry. Would you like me to look at it? I'm not a doctor yet, but
It looks like Thaddeus is up to something. So yeah, go ahead and look at my head.
Is he feeling around on it to try and predict the future or give him his?
No. He's feeling around on it to see if he has the lumps that indicate he's critical.
Ow!
Chronology.
Ow!
Yeah.
There you go. That's what I was thinking about. Yeah.
Ow!
Thank you, Lehman, for getting it right away.
Yep.
I will go over to the map and if anyone else is close enough to me to not be overheard by by Pavel and Gil, then I will kind of tell them what I'm up to and start looking for the map number letter combination.
Yeah, you're able to find it fairly easily. It looks like it's a neighborhood called Prince's Hill, and it just seems to be like a large house with a little bit of property. Not quite an estate. It's not quite large enough to be an estate, but it's a larger house.
And is it anywhere near any of the hospitals that he has marked or anything like that?
No, not really. I mean, it's not super far away because, let's face it, the people in a good neighborhood, they're going to make sure they have access to good doctors and hospitals, etc.
Sure.
But, you don't want it right smack in the middle of the neighborhood because that doesn't help property values.
Well, I think this is important. We should visit this place. But I'm not sure if we should take Gil with us, just in case.
Just
Is this a trust issue? Or are you afraid he's gonna get in the way or maybe die? I mean,
So how well did Gil know Doctor?
Are you asking him?
I will ask him. Yes.
Well, he was my advisor for the last 2 years. I was very surprised by what he did, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have expected that. He had a very promising career, I had always thought.
Well, what did he do?
suicide.
Well, medical research, as well as he was a doctor.
Yes.
And in particular, he was always looking for ways to improve and prolong human life. Something really that all doctors should be doing.
And he just decided one day, oh, I'm going to off myself. I don't believe that. Do you really believe that?
I mean, the police said that it was self-inflicted.
And I'll just like hit his lips and just kind of close him. Like, no. What do you think? I don't know why I want to know police. Police dumb in this cosm. Stupid.
In this.
Oh, I'm sorry. City.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought
It's a foreign word they
you
use.
Greek for a moment. I thought you meant cosmos, but everything else you said wasn't Greek, so I just got confused. I'm sorry.
But what do you think? You say Doctor wouldn't kill himself.
Well-
He'd kill himself. There's something fishy there, right?
Well, you did find a letter that I haven't seen yet. I assume that may have said something about it. Did it not?
Well, yes, it did.
Okay.
But what
I
do
lean
you,
forward expectantly.
but what do you think? I want to know what you think before I tell you anything.
I don't know. I mean, I don't have enough data to draw a conclusion.
Oh, you got the who took the book? I mean, who would take the journal? The man's dead. Who cares? Journal talks about puppy dogs and how long I slept, right? Why would someone take it?
Where are you going with this?
It was not a suicide.
Okay.
All the evidence points to it. If you only know how to look.
Okay. Well, I mean, the police did look into it, and
And I'll just on his mouth again. No. Police don't matter. They didn't do anything. They bagged and didn't even tag.
I'm sorry. I don't understand.
They trampled all over the evidence. They didn't no idea what to look for. If they were puppy dogs chasing their tails, they wouldn't catch their poop.
That's a heck of an analogy.
No, but it works.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. You're getting the feeling right now he's trying to placate you because he thinks you're a little.
A little?
We've invented Pavlisms.
I know. It happens.
If you'd like, we do have some doctors on campus here that you might be able to share your theories with. They might be interested to hear them.
No, they wouldn't. You know that.
No, I am fairly certain they would.
I'm thinking about freaking them out here in a moment. Oh, let's go full freaky.
What do these doctors? What is their specialty?
Psychiatric medicine.
I say, oh boy, you should go see them. Absolutely.
Damn it. My brain! I'll take my one shot, because...
Fortunately, that is not a 4-case contradiction.
It is not. I guess it is the wheel of whatever universal laws going on right now that I'm not allowed to do this. Okay.
I'm going to help Pavel just a little bit. So, Mr. Gill, you don't believe that police can be corrupt?
Sure, it's possible, but that usually involves, bootlegged alcohol or something like that.
Well, let me ask another thing. Can police just be lazy?
I suppose you find lazy people in every profession.
So, what Pavel is trying to say is that the police approach this as, it looks like a suicide, therefore it's a suicide, we don't need to investigate.
And you feel that an investigation is warranted. I understand all that. I guess I'm not sure. Why are you trying to convince me?
Oh, I'm not. Pavel was.
Yes, I know. I realized he was.
I don't care if you agree with us or not.
I don't think he's trying to convince you. I think he's just trying to find out whether you believed or not.
He wants to know what you believe happened.
I don't know. As I said, I don't have enough empirical evidence to make a decision.
Guess, old boy, guess.
No,
He's
no.
asking for an educated guess.
What's your
In
gut?
law,
How would-
one does not guess. One either knows or one does not.
What's your gut tell you?
How would one investigate?
Well, I would probably call the police and ask them to handle an investigation.
Pavel just had an aneurysm.
Okay, is that what a scientist usually does?
No. I mean, if it
Tell
was a
somebody else
scientific
to do the
matter, I would.
investigation?
And he begins talking about the scientific method and exactly how he would do stuff.
So this guy is. So you are useless.
Now, real quick, let me ask you guys. I feel like we're down a rabbit hole here.
Oh, yes,
Are we
we are.
trying to accomplish anything, or are we just killing time?
I would like to point out that in the letter he said that he took drastic steps to keep the book's presence hidden, and he expected that they would take it from him. I think he actually did kill himself. I think he did it to keep the book's presence hidden.
But do we have an idea now where the chapter house is?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
I-
so all of that was just to distract him.
I was the distraction.
Okay, I was trying to figure out, I'm like, where the hell are these guys going with this? I'm not sure what they're trying to get here.
I'm being distraction because I'm an obvious distraction, and we got the information, and now he's just he is. Oh yeah, we should go back. It is getting towards evening. We should go back to house and sleep.
And Pavel needs to take his meds.
Are you sure you wouldn't like me to get one of the doctors here to look at you? You may have been hit on the head harder than you had realized. That has happened to many people, and they've had issues later.
I'll tell you what, Gil. Perhaps if we just go have a nightcap at some local bar or drinking establishment, perhaps he'll feel better, and then we can meet you at the house for the evening.
I'm sorry. Well, I would not know where any drinking establishments are. I follow the law.
Well, wait.
Wait. What?
What?
Yes. No. I mean,
Prohibition
prohibition.
bootlegging.
Yeah, prohibition, right? The alcohol is not allowed currently.
I think I hit my head.
Didn't we find some alcohol in the professor's house?
Of course you did.
Okay, just making sure. That's fine.
Just checking.
All right.
However, that should give you guys an idea of kind of a decade at this point.
We're good. Perhaps I wasn't speaking of alcohol, sir. A proper tea place.
Oh yes, there are plenty of those, and he'll name several even that are close by.
Excellent. Then perhaps we shall go get him some tea, and the healing properties of the tea will clear up his mind from the fogginess of the injury, and then we can perhaps meet you back at the house for the evening.
Opium wouldn't even clear up his mind.
Well, is there? I don't know if there's anything else that you need from me. Then this evening.
Why don't you go home and continue your studies?
Yes, thank you. I've not had enough time for them these past few days.
Just
Well,
leave us the key to Professor West's house so we can stay there.
I don't know that I can do that.
Well, I figured we would knock upon the door because you were staying there, as you.
No, I'm not staying there. I have the key.
Well, he did say we could stay there.
Go ahead and give me a test. I'm not sure if this is deception.
Well, there is no
It's
deception
straight
skill.
or
So.
persuasion.
I mean, can't we show him the letter that says we can? Didn't we get one of those?
I know you had a letter, but I didn't think it said to stay with them.
Well, that is just a lovely roll.
That is a level roll.
I was gonna say I would like to also persuade, but
I don't want to waste the second chance, so I'll just use a possibility and see if I can get this over 10.
Well, but before you do that, Robert, is somebody else going to make an attempt to persuade?
Oh,
yeah, I just
Okay.
don't. I don't want. As long as Rod's okay with that, if I can also persuade.
Yeah.
Okay.
okay.
Do you want some assistance?
I
Or are
mean,
we making individual efforts on this?
I would allow one more effort since he already shot him down, and then you're coming up with a counter argument. I don't think he would want to listen to 6 arguments.
Okay, well I'm gonna try and help by moving Dagon away because Dagon is clearly not helping, and so I didn't assist. I didn't hurt you.
okay.
Well, I guess he did imply that in the letters that he sent you.
He did invite us.
Yeah, well, okay, and he'll pass you over the key.
Thank you. Don't worry, we will look after it properly, and I will even make sure to try to organize it a little bit better. I know you were busy and did the best you could as well.
Yes, I've had a lot to do. Thank you.
Of course.
So he'll part ways with you guys now. Gives Pavel one last suspicious look, like these crackers.
Don't worry, we give him that look too.
Yeah, I know.
And so yes, I will make sure we fill in Pavel as well as anyone else that didn't already overhear what we had determined from the map or from the letter, and then where the map was now pointing us. I believe this house is a place we should definitely investigate.
Oh, that's good because I wasn't in the mood for tea.
Are you sure? It is quite delicious. Although I don't know how their tea is. We should investigate that at some point.
You know, I bet they have tea at this house.
Probably. So that's where we're going. All right.
Yes.
Um,
I'm not sure, Pavel, but we can check.
One would hope so, gentlemen. One would hope so.
They probably have booze there too.
So we're going to call that a scene. So let's go ahead, do the card thing.
And we're still at 5, right?
Sadly, yes. That's what I forgot to do when you guys got Glory. I forgot to put the little reminder token I've always used down for that.
I need to fix that.
It says there are no more cards.
I will shuffle.
I've got a coup de grace and a step D. Does anybody want the step D or the coup de grace?
Does anybody want the maelstrom?
Well, we can always, the ones that we want to recycle, we could just put on the tabletop. But let's get everyone to 5. So I think, Robert, you need to draw. Dan needs to draw.
Yep.
Mark and, Paul. Basically everybody except for Leoman. So now we're at 5.
Ah,
I am going to discard that.
All right. So we have a coup de grace. We have the maelstrom. I know no one's taking the maelstrom, right? Okay.
Okay. Well,
Anyone? Coup de grace, second wind. Gonna delete them in 3.
I'll take a coup de grace.
All right. I think are you dropping something else down?
Nah.
All right. So that is that. Those of you recycle, finish recycling, which is just you, Mark.
Ah, that was good trade. Second chance.
God, really? Everybody gets my favorite card but me, huh?
Do you want it, Jim? I will trade it to you. Do you want it?
He doesn't need it. He doesn't have any heroic possibilities.
It's true. It's just my favorite, but when I get it, then a worse possibility, then maybe. But
You say that like nobody's going to trade it to you when you need it. I'm hurt.
yeah, I got
Oh,
one.
no. What's going to happen is everyone else is going to have one. I'm going to need it in the first round before any cards are out. See, that's what's going to happen. To be fair.
Sure.
Again, I will trade it to you for anything in your hand.
Right now, before you have to worry about that.
Yeah, before it becomes an issue.
Just saying.
Sure.
You want 2 of them. I give you 1 too.
Nah.
No, I don't think I
It's
have a
good.
second chance. I think mine's the second win. Never mind.
It's fine. I have the leadership anyway, so it's better to be in my hand at this point.
It
Now.
tells 100%.
It goes well with the drama that I have. So, we're all good.
As you all are heading out, I'll ask for find rolls.
Individually?
Yes.
Oh, that's not me.
Yeah.
I mean,
Pavel and Archibald are tied up.
Yep.
Fortunately, neither of you have any contradictions built into those find rolls, right? No cyber eye.
No.
Not built into those find rolls, no.
I do have intimidating presence, which is a star perk.
Yes, but you are not intimidating anyone. And Mark, you don't have any metal that adds to your
The
mind.
metal is not in my find, it's in my spirit.
Okay. So who is it then? So it's just going to be Dagon and Yvonne. As you're all heading out, looks like there is a group of 3 gentlemen that appear to be following you.
We are being followed.
Well, I say that's easy to take care of.
Yeah, he's just squirrel.
No,
He's the squirrel and 3 there.
Where's the moose?
3 kilos here.
Should I just wave at them?
I mean, do they look like they're following us for nefarious means, or just following to see where we're going, or?
I don't know.
Of course they're following us for nefarious means. They're looking for the same thing we're looking for.
Well, there's a lot of assumption in that, but sure.
I say, let's turn and confront them.
I'm going to
Find
turn
out,
around
yes.
and say, "Oh, excuse me, sirs. You tell me where Miss Mattie's tea house is?"
I don't know that place.
And I'm going to start approaching them.
Okay.
I'm walking up there with Dagon.
Don't know. The 3 of them are kind of looking at each other.
Pavel doesn't read minds, unfortunately.
No.
Or
Or read.
Or read.
No, so we're new to town, and we're trying to find
Crumpets, crumpets. They have delicious crumpets, I've been told.
I'm sorry, I've never heard of it.
Oh, you are local here, right?
Yes.
Oh, well, the deuce.
What did you say the name of this place was?
Miss Matthew's Tea House?
I don't think there's such a place in the city.
Oh, I look over at the colonel. You suppose they lied to us, do you?
Well, she sounded so sincere.
Yes. Well, do you happen to know of a tea house?
Did she give you her phone number too?
What's a phone?
Oh, never mind.
Since, you know, your country still has this prohibition thing going.
Yes.
So
Why?
we were looking for a tea house.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Oh, I think I understand.
Yeah, I'm always preferable to the Tennessee type tea.
He kind of leans forward. You wish to drown your sorrows?
Well, some of our
Well, I don't really have that many
sorrowful.
sorrows to drown. More uplifting, but yes.
Are you how do you not have sorrows? Are you not the 6 of you, the ones that have been foretold?
Are you told about what?
My.
Are you not the destroyers?
Yes, we are, but
And the 3, when you say that, Robert, when you say that, the 3 of them all instantly take a step back, fall to their knees, and like bow as if they are worshiping you.
I told you not to tell anyone in public, sir.
remember, if somebody asks if you are a god, you say,
I'm just gonna roll with it.
I think
told
I've
you
heard
not
of
to tell
that.
anyone in public, sir.
please. Not in
No,
public.
at last you have come. We have waited so long for the destruction of this world. You will kill us all? Please?
Well, I
I'm
suppose you
sure
could
that's
start
the
right
plan.
now.
I mean,
So
first time
Dagon,
I
where
think-
did you get the thralls from?
I do not kill, however, if your sins have brought this pain and suffering upon you, I'm sure that you will be punished properly.
He's very willing to crucify.
Don't want to make a scene.
Yes, sorry, masters. And they stand up. But they're still very, bowing and somewhat deferential.
How to get followers without the perk in 3 easy lessons.
Yeah.
Step 1, answer yes when you're asked it for God.
Step 2 is a slave collar, but
Wrong cosm.
we got Pavel. It's kind of close.
Yeah, close enough.
I do not have one of those on me.
What do you wish us to do to help?
Where are we supposed to go? You're supposed to lead us somewhere.
We were not told that. We were told that the masters would come and that we would all be released when they destroyed this world. We've been
We're on a schedule, and that's not that's coming, but it's not time yet.
Is that the full foretelling of what was told to you?
Well,
Are you leaving anything out?
I lean in and I whisper in a stage whisper, "This is a test," and I lean back out.
it is clear, that you would come and your actions would begin the destruction of our world. We would all be released from this purgatory, but only if we could make sure that that the ones who follow the darkness, did not stop you.
I kind of, my eyes go a little wide. I kind of lean in and going, "Are we forgetting something?"
No, we've had clashes with them. We haven't been able to identify all of them, but they call themselves In Tenebris Gloria. You have heard of them? You have not.
Well, of course we've heard of
course.
Yes, they wish to keep all of us prisoned here for more generations. We thank you for your willingness to release us.
Yes, but we're on a schedule. As I said, we're on a schedule. Releasing is not. That's not time for releasing. That comes later.
Will it be this generation that you release?
Oh, yes.
Good.
You said you identified some. So for our bookkeeping, who did you identify as being part of this? Interrable glorious thingy.
Yes. No. When if we come across them, we kill them, of course, because we cannot let them stop the destruction of this world.
Oh no, of course not.
You haven't explained why they follow the dark. Don't forget that part.
Who are you saying that to?
They're really bad people.
I'm stage whispering again, like this is a test.
I don't know why they do. They have tales of some sort of nameless entity that they worship, some sort of dark creator. But it is that dark creator that has built this prison that holds us. We just want to be free. And with your permission, since you are the destroyers and you say you will end this, perhaps you would grant us leave to pursue that freedom?
Oh, no, as I said, we're on a schedule. Not yet. Release is not yet. We still have work for you.
Yes. Yes, masters. What is the work?
Point this in the right direction of where
we need to go up the hill. I'm telling our group.
Yeah, you're trying to get to Prince's Hill, that neighborhood.
Yes. It is a walking distance, right?
Yeah, it's not super long. As long as, bad things don't happen, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Wasn't the tea house somewhere in this hill district?
Well, why don't you continue your vigilant crusade, and we will be about our business.
If they see any of those...
You will keep the Ingloria Tenebris off our back.
Yes.
And we will continue our business.
Yes. What will be the sign of our release?
Big bada boom.
Probably a big bada boom.
And I will begin telling them about hellfire and pillars of fire, of flame, and whatnot.
You
They
shall not
actually
know.
listen, Thaddeus, in rapt attention with joyful expressions on their face.
Excellent. I continue and do not stop until I am pulled away by my fellow Storm Knights.
And like when you talk about the destruction of their souls, they actually one of them gets like tears of joy that begin rolling down his face.
Yes, yes, indeed. Destruction of souls. But all of this comes as a thief in the night. You shall not know the day or time. Please do not look for signs. Continue doing your business. And I drag him away.
I think those at Core Earth call that drinking the Kool-Aid.
What's Kool-Aid?
I don't know, but I've just heard them say it, back at base.
Is it a pale ale or a stout?
Never had it, never seen it, just heard the phrase.
So,
I think it's cherry.
I mean, I hear it comes in different colors and flavors.
Colonel, it must be that cherry tea that they have now.
It's a spirit.
That flavored cherry tea.
So let's arrange
Rod's
everyone.
like, come on now.
The cast towards I can't believe I am the one that has to herd everybody and get them up the hill.
We are walking. We are walking.
the Prince's Hill. The Prince's Hill neighborhood is large houses, walled estate type things. You could kind of think, honestly, if you've ever seen Beacon Hill in Massachusetts, right? Old money, old houses. This is what Prince's Hill is. And it leads you, right, following the area on the map that Thaddeus found. It leads you to a large house, mansion, really, and it has on it that same symbol that you all saw in the letterhead of the letter that you have.
What's the cipher key letter?
Yeah, you remember when you got that letter and you held it up? I said you held it up to the light.
Yeah.
There was like some sort of symbol.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. There's that same thing in there.
In what now?
Like on the wrought iron gate above.
Oh, yeah.
An entryway has that same symbol.
I believe this is the place. It's
So
a home
let's just go
or
ahead.
what is it?
It doesn't say anything. I mean, there's an address, right?
Is it a mansion? Is it a business? It's covered in
No.
lime?
This is a large, like, mansion-style house with a property surrounded by a fence, high hedges as well that would keep most of the property itself out of view from the street.
Tended, well tended.
Okay, very well tended.
Oh, so we go to the front door, yes?
Yes, open the gate.
Well, the gate is locked. Any of you good with lock picking?
Is there a tender?
I can.
Fine
No.
lock picking.
I mean, I'm dexterous. I could try it, but I'm not trained.
I have grenades. I can pick it.
Oh no, I don't have one.
I mean,
Lock
Pick it.
I have the skill. Not sure how good
Fine.
it is compared to others.
No one
sounds-
else.
it sounds to me like
trained only, so I think you're the best.
Only.
Yep, that's correct. So the colonel puts the Tharcold lockpick away.
I put the Hellfire Flinger away.
Well,
About those second chances.
would you like a second chance?
You don't have anything modifying your dexterity, right?
No.
Enhancements.
Just itching to disconnect somebody, Rod.
No, I'm not.
Do you want a second chance?
What's that?
he's asking if you wanted a second chance.
And Rod, just to remind you, remember, some of us don't know what our cosmic cards are, so you were going to tell us if and when they were appropriate.
Correct. I have them on the GM layer in front of me. They are not yet appropriate.
No, that's fine. I thought that's what you had.
Just
It
to
better
remind
be
us, who still has a Cosm card?
Thaddeus, Pavel, and Dagon.
No, I think I used mine.
You had played
You
what
attuned.
called
Attuned.
to get a second one, yeah.
Oh,
You-
that's right. I forgot.
Yep.
There we
I
go.
was very
It's
jealous.
better. So, yeah, I mean, it takes him a moment. He has to pause for a second, wipe some sweat, and then he gets it on the second try. So, yeah, the gate is open. You're free to kind of go up to the front door. Large, ornate door.
That's nice. What does the ornate mean? Is it
Decorative.
any inscriptions in it, or
No, it just, ornate means fancy and expensive.
fancy and expensive? Okay. I keep on looking for. I'm looking around for anything that reminds me of a stone, a rope, a grass, and green.
Sure. Give me a find roll.
I know those were the passwords. Kind of thing. Nope.
Nope, nothing to say.
Nothing there. Let us try the door, eh?
I prepared a knock.
Yep. So it is locked. There is, though, a thing so that you could ring.
Oh yeah. That's fine.
Yep. So someone comes and opens up. It's a decent sized panel in the upper half of the door. Who? How did you get in here? Who are you?
Give the code.
Yes, I will. Give the stone, rope, grass, in the order that we had found it before.
Okay.
Grasgrün.
Ah, and you do it in German.
Yes.
So he goes, oh, yes, of course. Closes the thing, you hear the locks, and the door opens. Please come in. We weren't expecting anyone. May I have your names, please, sirs? And you can look at him. He is wearing a uniform, almost kind of, well, he looks very butlerish.
I am Thaddeus Davis.
Well, Mr. Davis, is there something I can do for you?
We are friends of Professor West.
Yes. Yes, his death. Yes, it is very troubling. I am sorry for your loss.
Have you seen him recently, prior to his demise?
Well,
Well, he was here a few weeks ago, of course. Was there
On what business?
business, of course, sir. I'm sure you know.
Refresh my memory, please, lad.
Well, I am only I'm only a servant here, sir. So I'm afraid I would probably know less about the business than you.
Can you? Who is the chapter tribune?
Ah, yes, that'd be Richter Karl Buckner.
Go on, Pavel.
Did you have an appointment to?
No, we are looking for a letter left for us by Professor West.
Ah,
Yes.
if you're willing to wait in the lounge, I can ask the Richter if he can see you.
Yes. The Tribune
Yes.
is.
Yes.
Yes, he's person, not newspaper.
Ah.
Yes. Yes. Please, this way. And he leads you into a very nicely appointed study. Large chairs, right? The kind you'd expect to see in like old gentlemen's club.
Hmm.
And yes, Pavel, there are cigars and
Yes.
brandy and all the and there are even a couple of folks here who are sitting, 2 or 3 here and there, talking with each other. A few others by themselves reading what look to be old books. Most of them kind of look you over, and the ones that do, like when they kind of go back to reading, like they angle it so that they can kind of see you, and kind of give you some sidelong glances while they're reading.
Oh, nice. So I will go to cigars and take one, put in pocket, take another one, light it, and then start perusing their library.
So most of the books appear to be in German.
Oh, fantastic! I know German like the back of Yvonne's hand.
I didn't know Ivan had been smacking you around. I guess it goes back.
No, don't worry. Yvonne smacks with the palm of the hand, not the back of the hand.
Exactly.
After a little while, the butler or servant, whatever you'd like to call him, comes back.
Major Domo.
Major Domo, sure, he comes back. This great gentleman, please.
Thank you.
And leads you through the mansion, up some stairs. Opens the door. Richter Karl Buchner. And then he introduces you with whatever names you gave. And the man who's there probably looks to be in his 40s. Welcome. Please, if you would shut the door. Abbott said that you were looking into the death of Professor West.
Yes.
We are, and in fact, we have a letter that
Says you have letter for us.
that you have a sealed letter for us.
I do, but I do want to caution you and suggest that perhaps I understand his motives were good, but I think this letter will be very dangerous for you. I will give it to you if you insist, because I did make a promise, but I wish to caution you that perhaps it is not something you should do.
Well,
Thank you for your caution.
We're practically gods here, so I think we'll be fine.
I do believe we do the letter.
Yeah, so cool. He walks over to a desk, pulls out a key, unlocks it, pulls out a little tiny, small locked box, unlocks that with another key, pulls a letter out, and hands it to you. And it's very simple. It's written in the same hand as the other letters you've seen. If you take the path from the burying ground into City Commons Park, you will see a cleft stone. There's a trail which leads to an old, dark cave. At the rear of the cave, you'll see ancient carvings. I believe this is the entrance to a place called the Vault of the Void.
The colonel thanks him for his letter, packs his crap, and goes home.
Yeah, I said
sorry,
that.
I have things to do.
Asshole just went, I'm done.
Yeah.
Well, I think this is what we have to go do.
You do realize, and I would hope that you realize, this is an evil place. Well avoided.
It won't be the first time we've been at an evil place we should have avoided.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've unfortunately had to go to many evil places. So,
However, despite your entry, I do believe you're not of the Brotherhood.
What do you know?
Oh no, we know password. It was good.
this is the Brotherhood.
Yeah, the Brotherhood of the Vemic Descendants. You have not heard of us.
No.
Should we have?
What can you tell us?
Probably not. It is from before the Great War, when the Emperor had enabled our ancestors to hunt witches.
Why would you hunt a witch?
Tell me more of this.
So he will explain to you, Jim. He is descended from a long line, and all the folks in this order are descended from a long line of witch hunters, and that they have a hereditary office that they can pass along to their male heirs. A couple of female heirs have probably crept in, but they keep that quiet. Which, by the way, should tell you a little bit about the social axiom. That they were empowered by the emperor himself, which, if you ask, will be the Holy Roman Emperor. So this is going back a little while, at least, not for your history. To if they were to find folks who were, they believed were engaged in witchcraft, they had the ability to arrest them and to bring them to trial. If any witches escaped trial but had been found guilty, they also had the ability to execute summary judgment. And execute summary judgment includes execute.
Interesting.
So,
Looking around the
Just-
room at half of us could be passed as witches.
Maybe.
I mean, how many of us cast some sort of spell, miracle, or something or another?
What's that?
So how many of us cast a spell, miracle, or something or another?
Miracle.
Only one
Well,
of us
not
is a
witchcraft.
spellcaster.
No, that's just faith.
Yeah, that's okay.
Well, witchcraft is just somebody practicing their faith, so...
Not in Torg. If they're rolling or testing alteration, apportation, conjuration, and divination, they're absolutely not testing their faith.
See, there's a difference between calling upon the power of the divine and lots of mungly-gumbly words that you're using and having
Monthly
things
combo
created.
words.
Because
Yes.
be careful, because witchcraft is real. Magic is very real and very dangerous.
oh yeah.
Especially divination. There are very many diviners, people who try to see the future, things like that. It's you should be careful.
Yes, we'd hate to run into any of those.
Well, yeah. Like he
Thank
does
you.
not. He does not understand. We know this already, right?
Thank you for your caution. Just curious, but tell me, how long ago did Professor West give you this?
A few days before his death.
Okay. Thank you.
He had given descriptions saying that there would be folks coming to see him. You match the descriptions. Were you friends with him years ago before he came to the city?
Oh yeah. From Great War. Yeah.
I will assume that you fought on the side of for the Tsar.
Oh yeah. I was spy.
Oh. Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Hey, do you have any like protection trinkets or anything like it that can help us? You are a famous witch hunter, yes? You must have some sort of like anti-hex bag kind of thing, right?
Anti-hex bag?
I'm very sorry I cannot help you.
Do you have some good tea?
I mean, we do not.
Son of a holy man, say you have tea, please.
We do not drink tea the way the English do, but I could perhaps have someone get you some beer. Or a whiskey, if you feel that would be more appropriate.
Yes.
Oh, whiskey is like
Well,
tea,
actually, I
except
think we need to be going to this vault of the void.
this is why we need the whiskey.
Which is why we thank you, yes. Pavel's very, very wise.
I thank you, sir. I think we should be on.
Hey, thank you. We should be going now.
Well,
Remember, we were never here. And I'll just turn around and go.
I just kind of shake my head as Pavel walks out the
Since we
room.
don't need this letter, is there a fireplace we can throw it into?
No.
yeah, there is. You could throw all the letters into the fireplace.
I mean,
Well-
we know where we're going.
Right, but
Okay, I left.
we have not tried to apply the cipher to this letter, in case that he put the path.
Oh, okay.
Well, let me ask this question, Rod. If we burn the letters, do we miss out on having things like the cipher and other things to apply to other stuff?
I thought we used the cipher here. That's why we got the message.
yeah, but I'm wondering if we know it enough in our
I don't
head.
know how you would know if we do this, will it have X effect in the future?
Well,
then
I'm
we can
asking
keep
you.
that.
I'm asking
But
you
who-
from a.
I'm telling you, you don't know. As a player or
Okay.
No,
character, I don't think we know.
I think we should keep the cipher, and we
Yeah,
we
keep
used
it.
the cipher on a thing to get to the map coordinates to get to here.
That was the other letter.
But the letter that he last had basically talked about. I made sure to give you the passwords to the Brotherhood in the letter I sent.
We've had 3 letters. First was the letter in the pocket,
Right.
which we got off the railroad. The next one was Professor West's last letter, which gave us locations to here, and we've just got the final instructions, which we have not applied to the cipher yet. if we
Yeah.
need to. So,
Right.
Well,
I would.
then why don't we apply the cipher while we're here, and then let somebody safe carry the letters, like Yvonne, who can probably keep them safe from other people.
Yeah, I just wanted to do that in an area that we weren't necessarily having a bunch of people around. But
Okay.
so we could walk out of this office, still do it in the house when there
In
aren't
the
a bunch
lounge.
right, or whatever. Yeah, just when we're not quite as close to somebody else. Literally walk, because I mean, you when you're using a cipher, right? You're literally looking at letter replacement or whatever, and it's very obvious that you're looking at two pieces of paper and doing something with it. So I wanted to do that when somebody wasn't kind of watching what we were doing.
I think this bedroom over here is open. Come on.
So he calls the major domo back in, says something to him in German. Do any of you have any software that lets you speak German?
No.
Excellent. So major domo closes the door behind you. This way, please, gentlemen.
Excellent. Okay, thank you.
And he appears to be showing you back bringing you back to the front door.
That's fine. I'm so sorry. Do you have an outhouse that I may use real quickly?
Privy?
No, I'm afraid we're more civilized than that here.
Oh, are you? Excellent.
Yes, there's a water closet.
Excellent. May
Yeah, give me a trick roll, since that's what you're trying to do.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
He is more suspicious than a 7.
What's the DN?
Probably a 10.
Probably 10. Hey, Major Domo guy. I kind of have my head's kind of bleeding. Can you have like a handkerchief or something? Oh
Sure.
yeah, Thaddeus, why don't you go to the water closet? We'll take care of this.
He searches for a handkerchief, takes it out, looks at it a bit before he hands it to you.
Oh, thank you.
May keep it.
Well, that is very nice of you. You're very good. You're a good Major Domo guy.
And you've noticed, actually, he's really, more than anybody else, he is not taking his eyes off of you.
Well, yes, because I am good looking and intimidating that way. Why wouldn't you be looking at me?
You're a self-identified Russian spy, but okay.
Yeah.
Because of your look. Sure.
Yes.
A self-identified czarist Russian spy.
Tsarist, yes, exactly.
So yes, when I go to the water closet, I will attempt to use the cipher on this new letter.
Doesn't appear to be encoded. This seems to be exactly what it is.
That's fine. Figured it's worth a shot anyway.
Always worth a shot.
Yep.
So when you kill witches, what do you use?
Fire.
I'm afraid, sir, that I don't know that I have the knowledge. I simply oversee the house here for everyone.
Insight check. Oh, wait. Wrong guy.
Wrong guy.
He does not trust you. You don't need to roll.
You don't need to roll.
Oh, I know. What was wrong with Czar?
And in fact, when Buckner was speaking in German, they did both look at you at one point.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be all right.
Take our leave now.
Yes, he'll show you to the front door, escort you to the front gate, and close it and lock it behind you.
I will, before he locks the gate, I will politely hand him the cigar I've been smoking. And say, here you go. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. So now what?
We go home.
Okay.
No, we go to the thing.
We have
we go to
a.
follow the
burying
letter.
ground. We follow the letter.
Thaddeus, if you wish, it is up to you, but it is possible that your cousin card is relevant.
Yeah, I'll play it.
Play it. You're not even going to read it. Just straight up play it.
I mean, it's Jim.
I mean, if you read it and choose not to play it, you don't get the possibility. But it is up to you.
I think he just said play it.
I'm just making sure I've given him the option.
You posted in chat we were dragging our feet. Come on, I can't believe you're I know who's dragging their feet.
I'm just trying to make sure Now, I will give you, so Jim, you can take that one there, and then I'm going to give each of you 2 more. Because,
Each of us.
what?
Each of us.
Yeah, what does the card say?
I don't know.
Sunset. Play when traveling to a sinister destination. It is dusk or otherwise dark when the party arrives. All Storm Knights gain 2 possibilities. I may have stolen some cards out of a Rorsch because they fit.
Yeah, see, it's just totally appropriate then that I was playing that because
Yeah.
I'm feeling a little more at home now.
It very much should feel like a Rorsch got blended with something else.
Now,
It's not a caution.
no. That
Oh,
you be able to tell. So,
They're the special ones.
Nice.
all right, it is now dark. So, oh, don't forget, Roderick, to pick those up.
Yep.
Your ally, who has been traveling with you, the professor, if I may, I feel there is something suspicious about this, and it may be worth considering what the president of the secret society said. I find it somewhat disturbing that the professor, whom I believe you've said you've never met, not only had your names, but all your descriptions. Does this not smack of some sort of trap? Perhaps it would be best for us to not follow these instructions.
I agree. Let us pack our things and go home.
And how would you propose we go home?
Well, did we use the cipher on this letter?
We did.
There was nothing
This
there.
particular one was not encoded.
Oh, damn it. I just chipped my mug.
Oh, that sucks.
Yes, it was one that Anna gave me as a gift.
So glue the chip on?
Not quite the same thing, Mark. It was kind of a special gift. This is the one I told you how she gave us some news.
Oh, it's that one.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I just-
congratulations!
Thank
You
you.
didn't know?
No,
Oh, yeah.
That's a bummer. I'm really quite sad about that now. Well, now it'll go on the shelf with the chip towards the wall so she doesn't see it.
And for the right price, she never has to find out.
Oh, I'll pay you nothing. If you want to hurt her feelings and give her some disappointment, I will let you do that for free.
I got nothing.
Yeah.
Way to lay the guilt trip rod.
Yeah, I
Good
got
job.
nothing. I'm like, yeah, it doesn't hurt him.
Yeah. At this point, I'm already bummed. Nothing else you could do.
So Professor Guy,
Challenge accepted.
so I don't understand why not follow the thing, because there's nothing left for us to do because the police are inept. I mean, we could go back to university and start ripping up stuff, go find our thralls, and you know,
What do you mean by thralls? As in,
those 3 guys who were worshiping us.
yes, that's very unwise to ally ourselves with them, don't you think?
Yeah, I think they're a little
well, no.
crazy.
Actually, I think our whole purpose here is to destroy this.
Well, no, it is not.
I don't think I'd
is
want to destroy a world,
to get the
sir.
book we're supposed to be getting.
This is some sort of
This-
working bleed.
Yes,
It's very difficult to destroy.
Or we can go back into Brotherhood Place and start messing up things there, because if this is not the problem, then, or this is problem, then
Well,
they may have given us the wrong directions. Yes.
This lady said, how do we go home? Home is a good idea.
So-
how do we
so-
do that?
The paper from the final instructions and the paper from the other 2 notes,
Yeah.
are they similar? Like they'd be from a similar stock?
No. But the
No.
handwriting is the same on all.
Handwriting's the same.
I want to check all of the notes and see if there are any markings on the paper for which we cannot attribute to, say, writing, or if there's like hold it up like the secret markings are on there or anything like that would hint at how you would align these notes one over the other to look through them and line up, some kind of set of markings that then tell us something additional. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. That you don't find any way that they seem to all.
Okay.
It's not like the Iron Man suit where you put them together and
That's-
that's the suit.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Right, so we have nothing else but we go to cave.
That's what it sounds like.
Yes, I understand that you believe that this is a trap, but sometimes the only way to know what is really going on is for them to attempt to spring the trap, and then you just break their trap.
Perhaps we could ask our, as you said, Rawls, if this was their doing, or if it was the people that they hunt.
Well, you have no idea where to find them.
Well,
we did just send them on their way.
Ever since we got here, we've been in the story of sorry, my brain is just kind of fogged. Herbert West. We've been in the story he has created. But what about Malcolm Kane? The guy that first came here. What is he doing here?
Oh, he's doing the same thing. He's trying to find the book.
Right, but what is he doing? I mean, he's gone to Herbert West's house, we know that.
Yeah,
but
he took his
what
journal,
else?
yes. Well, we have no idea because...
well, he doesn't have the journal. I think the...
no, I think...
I think
Kane has it.
I would suggest that perhaps all the evidence we've found that leads us to this vault, perhaps we should destroy them to make sure Kane cannot find them.
That's why I want to burn them.
Seems like a good idea. Whose idea card is this?
That's the Colonel's, because we seem to be spinning our wheels, running around, what if and
Colonel,
things.
you have dealt with things like this before, and in the past, the only way to salvation, the only way home, has always been through the darkest, worst place that you can think of. You suspect, and in fact, it occurs to you that even the folks that you're referring to as thralls, and some of the things that were written in the letter, it seems like people's souls have been trapped here for generations. Dagon said if you don't destroy, that he thinks you guys are actually here to destroy this place. And you think if you don't, you probably won't ever leave.
Oh, bollocks.
So, yea, though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, or in this case, the vault of the void,
where is this?
I shall fear no evil.
Damnable crevice.
No, we should absolutely fear evil.
Yeah, and we should watch our backs because, someone may be following us.
Fine, let's go to this crevice and find this cave and these arcane writings.
Watch our backs.
And we head off to whatever the instructions were to go find that cave thing.
Yep, that was in here. So basically, it's the burying grounds is a cemetery right near the city commons park.
Yes.
And as you're kind of heading that way, there is an area where there's several bushes and a large, 10, 12 foot high stone, right? One of those big giant ones that you sometimes find in the Northeast. Glacial sized stone has just been split in two and has settled there. And there's almost a little path between. The dirt there looks different slightly, almost off color, mixed maybe with oyster shells or something else.
As long as it's not a gospel field.
I'm trudging to get to the next.
Hey, Colonel, you said you have like a grenade.
Several, in fact, yes.
Do you have any wire?
I'm not going to leave one lying around for just any old chap to trip over.
I think
Well,
he's suggesting a trap.
I understand what the man is suggesting, but this is a park. Children play here.
in the cemetery? Oh well,
Yes.
okay, I got
Clearly
it.
you've never been to our home.
Okay, but I will bring this up later when we get ambushed from behind.
You
Wait
do
till-
that, and you
wait
blame
till-
them. It's all their fault. Don't forget that, Mike.
Wait until we get to the cave mouth, sir.
Well, actually, I have a stick of dynamite and I am an engineer. Can I block this path?
Like block it how? Like detonate it? I mean, it's not like it's in a cave.
No, but I mean, is this the only way up to this path?
This does seem. This you were told this is the way.
I think he's
Right.
trying to, Rod. I think he's trying to like detonate it on stone and bring cleave a part of the stone off so that it blocks this route in.
Yes.
Yes, but I mean, I
that
don't.
would make, right now that would
Someone
make
could
noise.
just climb
like
over, right? Because the stone itself was only about 12 feet high.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Not to mention the noise.
the noise would be something. Now, do you have any of the spells for building traps?
I don't.
Okay,
I can only neutralize traps at present.
okay.
But I mean, see,
That would be a
is,
different
I
thing.
could make this a silent explosion. I am a mere scientist.
That would be
but
weird.
it's not that big. So they can-
Okay. Okay.
Rod, do I think that there might be like a casual somebody casually following us might trigger this? If we booby trapped it, like as Pavel suggests.
I mean, this area doesn't look like it's well traversed.
All right, so can we as the colonel rethinks it, can we actually booby trap this path?
You can
to the
try.
left? Okay, how do we try?
I don't know. How do you try?
Well, I don't have. Let's see.
Anyone have heavy weapons?
That would be a heavy weapons roll. Yeah.
Heavy weapons mind, probably.
I don't have ranks in it, but I can certainly make the attempt.
Don't roll a 1.
Okay.
I back up.
Not a 1.
It is not a 1.
No, but I believe you've just disconnected. Oh, wait, no, it's a stick of dynamite, isn't it?
No, it's a grenade.
You've just disconnected. It's a 4-case contradiction.
Yes, it is.
So I'm going to give you this disconnection thing, and you can hold on to that for a bit.
You're welcome, Mark.
I look at Pavel with this confused look on my face. The colonel's already set up for this cosm.
And now, things begin to make sense to you. So, Mark, since you have disconnected, if you'll go into the journal and under the folder, the Cosms folder, I am sharing only with you the table tent. I'm going to ask you to keep that to yourself. Because this stuff all makes sense to you now.
Player's journal?
No. So under Player's Journal, you see the folder that says Cosms?
Nope. Oh, yes. Yes.
So
There we go.
now that you're there, you should see a new entry in it.
I do see a new entry.
And you are free to look at this table tent.
Aren't you glad we did that for you, Mark?
But, now that,
Actually,
I don't know that
I
you'll be able
didn't see
to
it.
explain it to them until after you reconnect. Well,
If
wait.
I connect, are you going to take this away from me?
No. You have
Okay.
learned the thing.
I have a card for you if you wish, Mark.
Let me I got a decent reality. Let me see what happens.
I'm not going to have you roll yet.
Okay.
I'll wait for it to be a stressful moment. That seems fair. See, there was a reward for disconnecting. Who does that for you guys, right? Nobody does that. And you were asking why I wanted you to disconnect because I wanted to warn and entertain you, and you saw hideous ulterior motives. I am saddened by this.
You look like
You practiced that well.
Hey, Rod.
No, that was off the fly. That was off the top of my head.
How are
I was
those?
a liar.
How are those boots looking?
What boots?
The ones you're wearing to that shit you're standing in.
Hey, it's 3 minutes before 9. I didn't want to say it.
So I guess, hey, you look okay, Colonel. Okay, we come this way now, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go down to cave.
You might not notice a big difference in the Colonel, though, now that I'm thinking. Other than your medals.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, remember, that's 2 points on your reality you won't have when you go to roll.
Do not want to transform.
No.
No.
How many ranks in reality do you have?
2. That's enough.
You're safe. For now.
That's only 2 XP.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, shall we be down the...
The path leads to some sort of cave. And it feels... Well, none of you have light perks, right?
No, but if we're going into a cave, I will, in fact, get out my gas lantern.
Okay.
And I ignore 4 points of darkness penalty.
Well, it's interesting you say that. I've just added the darkness thing to the table.
Mm-hmm.
But, Jim, with your gas lantern, I will reduce that a little bit. As you can kind of hold that up. The cave itself, looking in it, which I'm assuming you're doing with your lantern, it looks ancient, and the rock itself seems to exude age. On the rear wall, it looks like the rock has naturally grown into a large circle. At some point, perhaps eons ago, someone carved runes around the outer edge of the circle. And together, it almost looks like some sort of gate.
Hey, Colonel, do you seem to know anything about these rooms?
Well, it's a gate. It takes us places.
So, Mark, I'm going to have you go ahead and roll now if you'd like to reconnect. Because he's asking you something and your occult scholar may actually be appropriate.
I would not even know he's disconnected, because it's what I would do.
Nope. Yep.
And you took the 2 points off of for the...
I didn't. Yes, I did.
Okay. A dominant zone is usually a 14.
I have an action.
I got a willpower.
No, I have willpower.
I got a willpower.
Okay.
I think I have a willpower.
You correct.
Let's see.
If you don't, I have one.
I got a supporter.
Here. Colonel.
There.
All right. And you know what I'm going to do? Give me a moment here. I think I have a cave tabletop, since that's where we are. We're looking at a cave. Give me a moment. I just have to move some things over there, including, your little fellow, Robert.
Okay.
I already have the optograph there. So, TTT. Looks like, by the way, those of you at the shop, you probably should have gotten rid of that by now.
Oh.
And there is our darkness penalty, just to remind us what is going on. So something about this place feels off.
Hey, what do runes say?
Scholar roll?
Sure.
I
was
think
gonna
that's
ask
why I
that.
reconnected.
I will support the colonel in this.
And I will also support the Colonel.
Either if you're trained in any sort of magical skill,
Yes.
then you can support.
Okay.
You have divination.
I do not. Oh,
It's precog.
It's precog. It's not.
I'll let you roll precog to try to support him.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case,
Wait, can I
I'll
roll
take that roll.
divination then?
You can.
Or one of my magic skills? Okay.
Divination is the most appropriate.
Yeah.
3 is a -6, so I have a 10.
You have a 10. All right, so +2 here for the colonel.
Wow. You know what? I want to know a thing. So let's.
You know,
Wait.
you realize from what you saw, I didn't put the what the possibility does.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do that now onto the table 10 because you have one of those special ones.
I do. I have it open. Do I need to close it and reopen it?
I don't know. Probably.
Nope. There it is.
So if you can spend one of those.
Oh, cool. So do I just tell everybody, or do you want to show on the table?
Let's go.
Yes.
So go ahead, drop one of those. Excellent. All right, so you are now going to be favored on this roll, and then you're going to add the possibility.
All right, so definitely going to favor the roll.
Oh, okay.
So let's favor the scholar, which was +2.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
And don't forget the possibility.
Yep, because I got to be favored.
Spent one, yeah. And it may begin to occur to all of you as actually, let's get more reality mind rolls.
I don't need.
Not you. Everybody.
Need to.
Yeah, you don't need to. So, Dagon, remember earlier we were talking about something about investigation?
Yes.
You suspect, seeing how he's manipulating possibility energy, that this place may have its own world law of investigation.
Okay.
I am going to share with all of you what his possibility did. Probably important to know the latter thing as well. But you rolled a 20. I figure I can give you something. So when you're spending it to discover evidence, including learning secrets, building bizarre rituals, etc., the roll is favored. And then, favored is you know what? It's retroactively favored. I roll, add my possibility exactly the way he did. I think I actually took that from something else. I thought we had something like that in another Cosm at one point, Lehman. Or about it. And I was like, that would work. So yes, nothing out of the ordinary there. So, Mark, with your, what success was that? A
23. I assume it's outstanding.
Yes. Well, first, this place you can tell from, this place seems evil. And the runes seem to indicate that someone who is, quote, pure of heart must make a willing sacrifice. Give me a find roll real quick. And that can be from any of you. And we're looking, because you have a light source, we're going to drop that to a DN 12.
Well, nobody here is going to qualify for that.
Well, I have 0 on my 0 penalties because of my.
Yeah. Oh, I built the darkness penalty into the DN.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so don't do a -2?
Nah. All right, Pavel, you'll see like old blood stains kind of around the inside ring of the portal, and if you point that out to the Colonel, you believe you would have to pour out the equivalent of one's life blood to open this. Now, you think it could come probably from numerous people. However, you're fairly certain that anyone who had any darkness perks or corruption would not be able to contribute.
I look at Pavel.
Why are you looking at me like that?
It is.
Oh, nothing.
We have 3 volunteers.
You need
That is-
4.
You need 4.
I am more
We have
than
3.
willing to help.
Okay, we're doing this, yes?
Bollocks. Yes, we're doing this.
Oh, okay, I will.
I think it's going to have to be a significant amount of blood.
Oh, yeah. So I
Like-
will.
Let me guess, like a wound?
Correct.
Yeah. So, well, actually, 4 wounds.
1 for each of you. Unless one person is feeling particularly heroic and wants to take 3 and somebody else only gets 1.
I volunteer McBain.
Well, what the hell are you gonna volunteer me for?
Oh.
I
See
volunteer.
if you were still awake.
I'm awake.
Pavel will take the obsidian dagger out that he still has, and he will cut himself sharply and start bleeding a wound into it, and then hand the knife off to Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo.
I take a scalpel out of my kit instead of using this disgusting, dirty obsidian knife.
No, it's supposed to be a ritual, sir. It has to mingle with everyone. You must use the same blade.
McBain will
And
grab it from you.
Okay.
But I don't know where he's been.
He's been to Darkhold. It doesn't matter.
I'll give it to McBain.
You do know where he's been, sir, and it's sure.
So who is it
Caution
that
is
goes,
warranted.
real quick, who's it that goes first?
Pavel did.
Pavel did.
Pavel, as you begin to smear the blood, it looks like the stone that's inside that circle seems to almost like soften, like it's becoming slightly liquid. And you think you hear some sort of like buzzing or whispering sound.
Yeah,
You'll all hear the buzzing or whispering.
Mm-hmm.
Go into the light, children.
Who is next?
Shoot, I guess I will.
Oh, so we're doing it. I thought we had 3 thralls to do this with.
They didn't come with you.
Yeah,
I
they're
know,
not.
I
You
was
really
going to
think
go.
Do you really think they would have qualified as pure of heart?
No.
Good try.
Maybe third one will be pure of heart. Stab.
They were
Nope.
very keen on dying.
So, all right, I have 2 people who've taken. Who's number 3?
You want to go
Who
third
you
or
have so
fourth
far?
there, Dagon?
I'll go third.
Dagon's cutting himself there, Rod.
All right, it continues to. Right, it almost seems that it seems almost like it's kind of bubbling away from the center, like it's starting to open. The buzzing sound seems to be getting louder.
I'm gonna
It'll
look
take
around.
me 4 unless somebody else wants to.
I'm just gonna look around to make sure no one else is sneaking up on us. Like the.
Yeah, I forgot to put the professor here with you, by the way, because
And Cossack is also watching behind.
of course.
That's
I
fine.
am
I'm just looking for
ready
the
my
other guy.
hammer for Big Buzzy B to come.
Of course, of course.
Rod, I am completely 100% expecting our guide to turn on us. I have my Webley out, and it casually. I'm aiming casual. I don't want to look like I'm covering him, but I am covering him.
And he'll step back because he's. Excuse me, I don't think you understand the rules of firearm safety.
Don't move, sir.
What?
I wouldn't want this to end poorly.
Are you threatening me?
Yes, don't move.
He stands really still.
I hold my hand out for Dagon to cut my hand,
Okay, I will do that.
and then we smear it with the 4th wound. I gotta take my wound now.
Excellent. As you do, this thing fully opens, and it is clear that you have opened up some sort of gate to another place. Incidentally, you probably mark this. This seems right to the colonel, right? It makes sense that this place has gates, doesn't it?
I'm reconnected, Rod.
I know, but you still have a bit of a memory from when you were.
It absolutely does make sense.
Yeah.
Let's go in. Okay.
I didn't-
Pavel will go. Okay, wait. Okay.
Yes. Hold on.
I'm waiting.
The humming grows louder, and this huge, giant swarm of what looks like locusts, flies, all sorts of flying insects, just kind of comes rushing out of the portal. It's swirling around the entire cave, and then they begin to coalesce into what look to be some sort of walking figures. So, first, I am going to ask all of you to give me a fear roll.
So, check. Colonel and I first.
Yep, you two guys roll simultaneously, because you both have perks. The same perk, in fact.
What are we, scholaring? Or willpower?
No, it's willpower for fear.
Willpower. I'm going to favor mine. No.
Never mind.
All right, you guys are all good.
Wow.
The colonel,
Look at that. I rolled 2 4s in a row.
I'm built for this.
Yeah, the colonel's like, stand fast, and you all do. Now, these things, as they begin coalescing, you realize these are actually dead insects. And this is probably somewhat disturbing. At this time, I think I have Pavel has a card he has not played, which you can play anytime. Dagon has a card he has not played and can play anytime.
Go for it.
Play
Could
the card. Play
the card. No.
Okay,
Play
before we lay that down, or
And
maybe
screw
I'll let
ourselves
Rod
twice over.
decide that. It's 13 minutes after 9. Do we want to?
You want to take a quick bathroom break?
Sure.
Yeah, wouldn't be bad. I should feed the dog.
Do you want to play the cards first, or do you want to play the cards after?
I want to play
A
the cards
cliff?
now.
What cliffhanger?
Cliffhanger with the cards.
That's fine. I'm happy to make you guys wait.
Yay.
Okay.
Okay.
See, I think it's cliffhanger either way, Mike.
Oh, that's true.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
It's how bad is it going to be? We won't know.
I wanna
Come back
know.
in 10 minutes.
so yes, we'll be back in a few minutes, so don't go too far. And we are back.
All right.
A dark, scary
So.
cave.
Pavel, am I passing you the card so you can choose whether or not to play it, or are you going to do what?
Play it and get a freebie.
Oh, play it.
Sure. All right. Then here you go. Let's send that to the token liner. So there's a possibility right there for you.
Oh no.
Yeah, look into the void. For the remainder of the scene, each time you roll a sanity test, you may draw a destiny card and add it to your hand after you're done with the roll.
Hey, that's not so bad. Just don't roll any sanity rolls.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Why am I down to... Did I spend 2 possibilities?
You probably did. Dagon,
Yes.
yours is also eligible if you are interested. I can pass
Yep.
that to you and you can decide, or...
No, go on and play it.
You sure?
Yeah.
Yours is weird, not necessarily bad. So I'm going to look into the void over here for you, Pavel. So, out of sync for the next 3 rounds. So the first 3 rounds of combat, you're going to have your own conflict line, situation, approved actions, and DSR. You are out of sync with what is going on in the space-time continuum.
Oh, that's
Okay.
pretty awesome.
His own DSR? That's just funny.
It would be, yeah. If there's a DSR going on right now,
Oh, okay. I got you.
you guys have step A. This one has a chance for it to get weird. I'm going to put yours
Okay.
We do not currently, nor does he have a DSR. It's kind of splits, and if we had a DSR going on, then he would have his own, and he could work it separately from us. It would be, as Rod said, weird.
It would be weird.
Yeah. Now I have a quick question since I have not gotten to use this yet. You said these things are dead. Does that mean a spell like Entropy would work on them?
Well, technically, he said the bugs were dead. He didn't say what these were.
What is entropy? Well, let's first have you pick up
Well, it
that.
says inanimate object, so I don't think it'll.
They're not. They are not. Let me have you pick. And in fact, Mark, they are supernatural evil. Why don't you go ahead and give me your scholar roll?
Outstanding.
Oh, actually, sorry. Before you do that, this was very out of place. Why don't we all test for our sanity, right? Which is a will mind roll.
Which is different from the steady on.
It is different. It is not, right? That was this thing that I had shared with you guys earlier. So.
And this is a will mind and not will spirit. This is sanity.
Yep.
Correct. So I think, Dagon, what is the difference between your spirit and your mind? Because it looks like you did a straight-up willpower instead of will mind.
No, I did will mind.
Oh, you did? Everybody else has
Yeah.
said willpower mind. Yours just said willpower, so I wasn't sure.
Well, I changed it on the character.
I think we
Like,
made
put
new
it in
skills.
skill one.
We
Yep.
made a sanity.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Not a bad way to go. All right, so
Where am I? You know what? I'm gonna give you one of these funky ones. Because
Okay.
I already had
I think I want to do the same thing since I
a
rolled really
problem
low.
with my sanity already.
you don't want to have a second one?
Nah.
Okay.
So what is
So, and
the difficulty?
I'll draw a destiny.
So go ahead, draw a destiny card. Has anyone failed that roll?
With a 9.
If it's
Bane.
10, that looks like McBain's having a problem.
Yeah, it does.
what's the difficulty?
It's a 10.
Okay, that's all
Well,
I need.
basically, yeah, this is the start of the fight. So, good news for you. You can enjoy a -1 to your spirit test. Oh, actually, it's a penalty to the spirit, not just tests. Even better. I'm sure you'll be fine.
Oh, well, let me put a -1 in there.
Yep. Are you the only one who failed? Anyone else? All right.
There it goes. So.
Mark, these things are supernaturally evil.
Now we get the scholar.
All right. Hey, Rod, just a random curious question.
Oh, of course, random. Go for it.
Because it may came up later with the sanity test, since they are a willpower mind, I am a tortured soul and my willpowers are favored.
Yeah, I think that would probably apply because it's, what does it say? Willpower rolls?
Yes.
Yeah. That perk is even better than you expected, Jim.
It's on my list to take next.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if this stays around and enters TORGanized play.
Oh, dude. The Colonel is I didn't do this on purpose. The Colonel is built for this costume.
Is he?
Oh yeah.
I think Thaddeus might be a little bit more.
He lucked into it.
Tortured mind.
Well,
No,
yeah,
no,
but
he
I'm
is-
not a scholar, so that's the only thing that's not making me totally go for it.
And really, Thaddeus would love to have himself an Orsian possibility.
Yeah, he would.
He's built
So
for that.
I got a standard success route. I'm going to draw a card.
Okay.
Oh, that would have been good to have.
Here you go. Those are the defenses on that handout. And here we go. We all ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. You can't stop me. The heroes will go first, and the villains will be fatigued. The approved action for most of you is intimidate and trick. Robert?
Yep.
Yours is different.
You will have intimidate and maneuver.
Intimidate and maneuver. Okay.
And I'm gonna put this down. I'm gonna make it small.
And no fatigue.
Okay.
Remember, if you click that card and click Z, it'll to the screen so you can read it. But you are still gonna go when the heroes go. That part remains the same.
Yeah, but you don't get fatigue. Congratulations.
No, neither do the villain. The villains get fatigued, but they're
Oh, villains do. Yeah.
Right. It's not us.
So I've got some trick that I can try and put on them. So because I'm not very shooty. I mean, I can shoot, but I will adjust. I will try and put some juju on these guys for somebody. Let's see.
How many of them are you trying to trick?
That is what I am. I think I'm going to go for 2. I draw my saber and make to dash in, and I will go for those front 2 there. But I do not. It's a feint.
Okay. Yeah, that's not going to do it.
No, fortunately, there's nothing in that trick that disconnects me again.
Does it?
No, it does not.
Oh, got me excited for a moment there.
No, I mean the metal is not a contradiction for me anymore because I'm back to being me.
Yeah, the metal never was. It was the grenade.
Yep.
All right, so he has failed. Would anyone else like to do anything?
So I will call down upon the faith, and I will give an infernal judgment to this character right here.
Well, yeah, what's that going to do?
A pillar of fire will come up from the ground and attempt to burn him, and it will actually stay in that spot for 3 rounds.
Okay. So it's not going to want to stay there, is what you're telling me.
Very much so. I'm assuming I'm going to have to take the -4 for darkness penalty, though.
I would tend to agree with that. How do you feel about that?
Come on, this is the first time you've used it.
Yeah.
So
This
you should
should
just-
clearly be better than that.
Yeah.
You know... just curious, did you put anything in there if I'm using these weird possibilities? Does it only count as an up or anything?
Not that you can tell for this. Only
I'm
one
gonna
to find out.
I'm gonna try.
Okay. It seems fine. Go ahead. Roll your possibility. I believe that is outstanding.
Excellent.
I mean, that's what happens when, moth and bugs fly into the light.
Yep. That's kind of what I was thinking of it. Also, wasn't sure if there was just so many bugs in there. I didn't think I could crucify it well.
Only one way to see.
Burn them.
All right, who would like to go next?
Pavel will go, and he's actually going to try to really trick the front two.
Of course.
Do I need a darkness penalty on that, I assume?
I don't think so for a trick.
But for multi.
Well, yes, that you would. So that will have a good success.
Good success. So we'll both make them. We'll make them vulnerables.
That was what I had assumed, and I was already getting it ready.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I assume Pavel's all done.
Yeah, drawn my card. So
Right.
Yes.
Dagon, Ivan, and Roderick.
How close are any of them real close to each other, or just all kind of spread out?
The cave itself is pretty small. Most blasts and bursts are probably going to capture several of them, but also probably a couple of you. It's not a large cave.
Okay.
And it's very warm because, pillar of fire for 3 rounds, Jim?
3 rounds.
3 rounds.
Hellfire, not just fire. Hellfire.
Sure. So it stinks of sulfur and brimstone in here as well.
There you go.
Obviously, more demons coming through.
I will
Strangely, it doesn't get rid of the darkness, though.
turn on my.
Funny how that works, isn't it?
Yeah.
Turn on my goggles, and I will attempt to heal myself and shoot, I guess, one of these vulnerable ones.
All right.
So let's see. Faith is going to be a 10. Fire combat's a 16. So we'll go with the healing first. Actually, it's going to go ahead and do that anyway. I want it.
Yeah, go for it. Ooh, I believe you'll be getting 2 shock instead.
I'll pop that out for this.
If you must.
Yeah, I don't want the shock, and I want to get rid of the. There.
So,
That
that gets rid of your shock. Were you wounded? What were you wounded from?
Cut my hand.
The same thing everybody else was wounded from.
Oh, as your wound heals, the portal closes. Not much of a sacrifice if it's not a sacrifice. All right.
Hold on. Got the combat.
Yeah.
Let's see. That was a 13. Oh, great. My thing popped up behind my. There it is. Let's see. What is their dodge? Is an 11.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a 13 plus 6. So it's going to be a 19. So I guess it's a good success.
So what were you shooting them with?
No, it's not. Okay, sorry. 13 plus 6, 13 plus 4, and then plus 4.
What's the delta between your faith and the attack ability you were using?
6, but I'm taking the 2 off.
Oh, you did it the first time.
I didn't the first time.
So you're at a 17.
Right. And then you add 4, so makes it a 21.
Yep. What are you attacking them with?
Just a Lee Enfield.
Okay. So fortunately, these things seem to be like swarms of these insects, and the bullets will go right through them. A couple insects fall to the ground.
Excellent.
Hey, look, I don't think my crucify would work well.
Yeah, you're correct.
So I didn't get any shock, but I didn't get much done that round.
But the good news, you closed the portal.
And learned a thing.
And learned
a thing.
Yeah. We have Dagon, Ivan, and the Professor. He is basically just going to go ahead and portend. Unless anybody else, because that's all he does. That's what he's good at.
You sure he's good at it?
But the result was a 12.
Oh, yeah.
Which is, I think, standard just lets him look at the next 3.
I think
Right.
so. Mm-hmm.
There's no point.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to bother to draw them. because you can't do anything about them. Oh, actually, I can just do this and look here. Ooh. He gives you a thumbs up, Dagon.
Okay.
Not anybody else, though.
I am going to go on and pull my elf sprayer and try to hit this guy if we're done.
Is the elf sprayer also firing regular bullets?
Nope, it's charged plasma.
Huh, okay.
And he's vulnerable, so I get +4. So a 14 to hit.
Yeah, we'll call that a hit.
Okay. Oh, that's right. You sent this here. So it's a standard hit, so 14.
Yep. It ignores the shock.
Okay.
Yvonne.
And I am moving behind Cutback.
Okay, and this thing, he was now going to move in front and protect you?
Yep.
Yes, I will first take deep breath
Always a good idea.
and turn on my MIM shielded lungs because I don't want bugs crawling down my throat or up my nose.
Probably also a good idea.
And then step forward and I'll swing at these two. And I have a Dagon Dark Side Eyes, so I ignore darkness with Impact Hammer.
Oh, you have Whirlwind, too. So you're just taking a +4 here, then.
Yep.
You did. So 16 is 1 off a good. Although, don't you also have a wound?
No.
Oh, you did not take...
No, Yvonne did not take the wound.
Yvonne did not.
No. I was like, that's what thralls are for.
Yep.
I'll use...
Spend 1?
That one, yeah.
Okay. I don't know why you guys seem nervous about keeping those. Outstanding.
We're looking at minimum of 20?
I will need the rolls.
Okay.
Because Jim was like 25 or 27 or something.
27, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like they have the darkness toughness bonus.
I'm doing a 12 toughness, is that correct?
12 toughness, correct. Yeah, okay, that one's down. That one is also down. Well, bummer. I mean, for me. All right, I believe that was each of you, so you should all pull cards. And then, these 3 that are left are all going to grow a little bit. Who is currently wounded? Pavel.
Yes, that is correct.
And the Colonel.
Yep, it comes and just envelops you, just all of them, all right around you. Good news, Colonel. You too. In fact, I'll do them slightly bigger so that you guys can even see that they are behind you. You can all have, both of you can have concealment penalties equal to the -6. Who was the third person who was wounded?
Dagon.
Excellent. Here you go. Yes, this is not darkness, it's just straight up bugs in your eyes.
Okay.
The dark side glasses and things aren't going to help with that.
Gotcha.
But what are you going to do? All right, so they are swarming around you. And that's pretty much, you know what? They will each try to attack as well. So give me a second. Because that first thing is just really moving.
Well, hold your breath.
Yeah. Colonel, for you.
No.
Hold on, Mark. I got 12 of these things burned a hole in my pocket.
No.
A 14.
That's a what are we attacking here?
You're
That's a good success.
close combat, whatever.
That's a good success.
Excellent. So for a good success, you may enjoy 18 of stings and bites, and it's very unpleasant. Some of them are getting under your armor. You're soaking?
You know what? I'll take it.
Okay, that's 2 wounds now.
Yes, it is.
All right, excellent. All right, my next person enveloped, Dagon. Well, hold on. You know what? I can't do it to Mark and not do it to you, Robert. I don't want you to feel left out.
Hey, that's generous of you.
I think so.
He's a giver.
Now I'm gonna give a lot.
And you know what? I'm a giver too.
All right.
Give me, no give you.
All right. Well, that's fair. And then I believe the last is Pavel.
Correct.
That's not an outstanding.
It's not outstanding. That is a standard hit.
Yeah, that's why I played the possibility.
Mm-hmm.
21.
That is a good hit. Yes, that's correct.
So you can enjoy 18 bug bites.
18 against my toughness. That's 7. So that's a wound.
2 wounds if your toughness is 7.
Oh no, toughness is 11.
7 over.
Oh. Yeah.
You know what? Pavel says, I will take your wound. I would like use the masochist perk. Please give me a possibility for that wound.
You know what? I'll take that.
Did you get a possibility for the wound you took to open the?
No, because this is from a
scene.
foe. Once per scene.
I
was actually kind of hoping you would give me 2 wounds, but I will take this right now.
All right, that was all of them. That was all of you. You all have already pulled your cards, and then you're thrown back. The heroes will go first, and after that, the villains will flurry. Approve actions are taunt and trick. Now, for you, Robert, instead, your approved action is any, and you are inspired, so you can recover 2 shock.
Oh, great! Yay! Well, I didn't have any, but that's okay.
Well, you still have approved. You still have approved action any.
Any, which I like.
Yeah, I figured you would. And so the professor, he will. I'll just get his portent out of the way, so he can look again. Meh.
And now we know why the professor was thumbs upping you.
Yeah.
And only you.
He's fairly certain you'll get some sort of lucky break.
Okay.
Not everybody, just you. Who would like that? I have not, this card, by the way, I did use these in my home game, right? It was Jay, if you guys see him as Gray March in Discord. He's built a lot of different decks on the Infiniverse Exchange. And when I told him what I was doing, I said, hey, would you be willing to help me build? Tell me what it'll cost. And he said, he's like, are you trying to sell this? I said, no, I don't think so. But if I ever do, I'll come back and talk to you. He goes, here you go, I made them, after a lot of discussion. And he's like, you don't owe me anything. So I was like, well, I can't just take someone's work for exposure. So I went and bought all his decks.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I feel good. But there are a couple of
exposure.
Yeah. There are a couple of things in the Core Earth deck that are a little OP, 1 or 2 of them. But most of the things that he's built, I like very, very much. He built the Akashian cards, which I think you all know I love. And he built I found a website where I was able to get them printed, and I sleeved them along with the rest of my Cosm cards. So on my shelf over there, I have my little deck for him. It makes me so very happy. Anyway, for anyone who's watching, if you play, it is worth going and looking at the Infiniverse Exchange for those extra decks.
He does, and if you've got custom stuff you want to do for your own cosms or something, he does good work.
Yeah. So he helped me with all of these. Some of them I gave him the ideas. I wanted 20. He's like, well, you only gave me like X number of ideas. I'm like, yeah, I can come up with some more. Or if you have some, he's like, I have some. And some of them that he did, I was like, I like that. Anyway.
All right, so I'm going to work on tricking again.
Sure, that is approved for you.
Yep, it is. I am moving out of this swarm of...
Oh, yeah, by the way, when you start your turn, Mark, take 2 shots from these things stinging you.
Yes, I suggest you all move.
Yeah, I'm definitely moving out. And I'm only trying to trick the one, because now I have 2 wounds.
If not, it might get hot.
He's not wrong.
Hey, that's the number.
All right, so what are you making it? Stymied or vulnerable?
Oh, I'm making it vulnerable.
Okay.
Flat out making it vulnerable. And I get my card.
You do.
Improved action.
You do. Look at you being useful. Almost. All right, who's next?
Hey, I was useful.
Help yourself.
I'm going to move and trick this thing.
Don't forget to take your 2 shaka before you exit.
Okay. And I am tricking it because there's not much else I can do.
Any is your approved action.
I know.
Okay.
So I'm tricking.
Go for it.
Because trick is not their action. It is. Yeah, I'm just going to trick because
Go
I
for it.
don't really have anything else.
Okay.
Actually, I will go on and try my owl sprayer again as I trick. And that'll be a -2.
So, and you are ignoring this darkness, aren't you, right now?
Yep. I'm going to spend possibility.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys are dumping those awfully quick. It's like you don't like the ones I made just for you.
Yeah. Well, I want them to be seen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let me put that back so that everyone can get a good look. I am going to have to redo this because symbol here is one of the few things that is actually not in the public domain, whereas almost everything else is.
Okay, I have a good success on the owl sprayer, and that means I have hold on. 22 on the trick.
All right, 22 on the trick is outstanding. So
Okay.
it's favored, I assume, and very vulnerable.
Very vulnerable and disfavored.
Okay.
And let me go in and do my damage with the owl sprayer. 17, which probably doesn't do much.
No.
Oh, actually,
So swarms typically take damage from very specific things. An energy weapon isn't really addressed, so I have an idea for how I'm addressing it. So I don't think it's going to do a wound. And I'll tell you guys later. This is what I did to kind of give it some effect, but to not completely ignore what the swarm is.
Gotcha.
Which, by the way, keep going.
Oh, and Cossack is also going to hit it with its hammer.
Okay.
I'll give him the darkness penalty because I did not build him. I don't think Panther is built with that.
But it is currently very vulnerable when it attacks.
Oh, that's true.
That's true,
so I don't have to do anything. So it's 16.
16 is standard hit. How much damage does he do?
Give me a moment. I have to pull that. So I wrote it out. It's only going to do 9, so it's not going to do anything.
Not enough. Okay. All right. Who is next?
What?
Oh wait,
kind of...
actually.
Go ahead, Robert.
Before I go on, Can I use it? I don't have a card out. Okay, forget it.
All right, you did succeed. Don't forget to draw a card.
I just.
We did say these are supernatural, right?
They did appear to be supernaturally evil. Yes, they are swarms. Basically, it's a swarm that's been turned of undead insects that's been turned into a construct. And if you played the original Torg, you may remember them as Chthons. We haven't seen them in any book, and I had decided a couple years ago I missed them.
Okay, well, everybody's got a +1 to their
All right, to their defenses.
Yeah.
All right. I assume you're all done.
Yeah, that's it for me.
All right, we have
Card.
Pavel and Devon left.
And Thaddeus.
Question for you, GM.
Yeah.
Is it be a simple action to wound myself for the portal, or would it be a regular action?
Probably going to be a regular action. It is dealing a wound. By the way, you guys are vulnerable because you walked out away from them. Yeah, it would probably be a regular action because it is a wound. But you can always deal with things and then take the wound after.
No, it would still be a part of a multi-action.
Okay, if you wish.
That's what I'm going to look over at McBain.
Remember to take your 2 shock when you start your turn.
I will take my 2 shock. I will. Let me do this. Okay, I'm going to pop out and head towards the gate. So I'll become vulnerable. I'm going to trick this guy.
Yep.
While yeah, I'm just gonna trick. I'm gonna do that trick, and then I will cut myself. So we're going to just do a trick. We will be at just that -2. -2.
That is successful. I assume vulnerable?
I'm going to make him stymied.
Oh, okay.
Or you can just get rid of him. You can just get rid of him. That's fine.
Your own thing.
I don't have a problem with that. And I'm going to take wound number 3 to open the portal back up.
All right, the portal is open again, and you hear whispering. All right, that was Pavel, Thaddeus, and Devon.
All right, I will attempt to call up Infernal Judgment on both of these over here, because the miracle doesn't say I can't multi-target.
Let me go see what Lehman wrote for this one. No, I don't. I mean, it's OP. That's why I'm assuming it's yours. No, I'm teasing. Is it yours?
Probably. If there is another one called Inferno that happened earlier, this was.
This says prereq beta clearance and Hellfire miracle. That does a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was mine.
Roger that.
I thank you.
Which one were you aiming at?
The 2 who are both vulnerable.
Thank you.
So we have darkness of -4, and then you're targeting 2 of them, so minus.
Yeah. I'm gonna just.
I'll add their vulnerabilities on separately.
Okay.
Oh.
I feel happy with that number.
Yeah, that's outstanding on both of them.
Alright. So this will be the one that's just. We'll call this one the.
I always go left to right.
Sure. Yeah.
Ooh, that does not kill him. So it takes a wound. And instead, I'm just putting down red boxes.
And the other one?
Also a wound.
Wow. Those are some crappy rolls on my bonus dice.
Yep, they were. That was awesome. Thank you. I assume you're all done? That just leaves Yvonne.
Yes.
Would you like to go into the fire and melee them?
Don't suggest it.
Why
gonna-
don't you just
I'm
melee
gonna-
that guy?
I don't know if that ends the way that you want it to.
Well, yeah, I guess you can go for him instead. Whatever.
Ugh.
That's gonna miss.
Yeah, we're gonna change that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That's still not great.
Still a standard hit. Hero drama.
Yeah. Nope. Because we only had one.
Do you want a drama? I can give you a drama if you want it.
Yeah. Yeah, I can try to
It might be important to kill one of these things.
Okay. So Rod, I am going to situationally aware a leadership into my hand, and I'm going to play it. And then I will give this to Yvonne, who I'm assuming is just going to use it. So there you go.
Yep.
And Pavel, you took extra one, so I'll give you that. That can go
Let
in
it heal one of those wounds.
potentially, and
I
then
think we're going back to 5, Jim.
yep.
All right, so go ahead for the drama. I've deleted it, so you can go ahead and take. Oh, you already did. That is a good success. You're one off the outstanding. If only someone had made it vulnerable instead of stymied.
Or adrenaline.
Well, yes, that would do it too.
Lots of cards.
Hey,
Yeah.
I made mine vulnerable.
And I appreciate it.
Well, I was
My
expecting,
bonus dice didn't.
I was expecting at least like one of the, or at least two of them to die, but not the
Oh
one.
man!
That was, and that's not trademark weapon, right?
Nope. No.
All right. So this round, the dice don't like you, apparently.
But
Clearly.
since it stymies on hit, though, it should become very stymied, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. That was all of you. So you should all pull a card.
I have good news though.
What's that?
The one in the fire can't move away because it's already very vulnerable and it's in front of a
I know. But this one,
robot.
this one's coming to get you, Colonel.
Burn, baby, burn. Dead bug inferno.
It is wounded. But that's not a very good hit.
And it's
That is a,
also
no, that is a good hit.
But it's not very good. It's not like outstanding or anything. Let's go for outstanding. Is that outstanding?
That is outstanding.
Okay, good. I was worried for a minute.
don't forget you got one extra point to your defenses.
Well, and Rod might
It's
have
still
forgotten.
outstanding.
He gets a +2 on the initial because
Oh, like you, so that gets it to a 22.
the
Yeah.
colonel was vulnerable.
Yeah. Not much at all. I have also rolled poorly.
Yeah,
I
we'll
wounded.
soak the shit out of that.
Okay. Spend one of these. Okay.
I have. Do you have a card in your pool?
I do.
Connected.
Okay, I have a card for you.
I do have a card in that.
And just give it to me, and I will just put this on the tabletop for you.
All right. Don't roll another one, Mark. That would be very bad.
Okay.
That'll get rid of the wound.
Because I know how it is to roll one on a soak with a metal.
You do, and then that goes.
Yes, you do.
This
you
thing
do.
is just going to slam your little,
Oh, robot.
yeah, that is it's wounded, so that is only a 16.
That still is going to hit. Let me see. Here's 16. That is a standard hit.
So it takes 13 damage, whatever that does.
Okay.
And this one is going to become vulnerable as it moves away from Yvonne. And Pavel, you're right in front. Eight.
Oh yeah.
So it is going to attack.
Oh, you're gonna get 1 DD on the robot.
Oh, will I?
Yeah.
Huh.
I have to check something.
17 damage to your robot.
Okay, that's 2.
All right, for you, Yvonne.
Sorry, I meant Pavel, but
Pavel. Yeah, sorry, Pavel.
currently missing. I'm expecting.
No, I don't think I can get to a hit even with a.
Oh no, I think you can.
I'll let this one go, but thank you for
Okay.
suggesting
All right.
The robot is still up.
it. Okay, is it wounded?
Yeah, it has 2 wounds.
Oof, nice. That was all 3 of them. I don't like it that this one couldn't move out. That one just became vulnerable. It's very stymied will go away though. Where's the very stymied? Oh, I got rid of it already. Okay.
It's hiding behind it, but you're okay.
Yeah.
We know.
All right. That's that. And then it is time for action. Approved is attack and trip.
Now, I hate to say this, but was that flurried?
I was about to ask.
Oh, I forgot the flurry.
I
Thank
was
you.
about, I was about to ask the same thing.
I appreciate that. Excellent. So on the flurry, he's going to move out.
Was
Okay.
Okay. It's a whole other turn. Does he take the damage?
What does the miracle say?
So it's when he's in contact with it. The pillar of fire will burn anyone who comes in contact with it, but it can't move. So I get that the first turn he doesn't because it was his turn. He was already in it and he couldn't move out of it.
Yeah.
He's getting a whole other turn from a flurry.
So typically, I'm probably gonna do this the same way that you've seen other popular RPGs do. Most of these effects you don't get the damage twice in a row before something gets to act.
Right,
Normally at the start of its turn or something.
Right, but that's what I get that, but I'm just saying it's a flurry, so it's a whole other turn for it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna punish someone because they have a flurry. I wouldn't punish you guys if you had a flurry.
Right, but on the start of its,
Yeah.
I was just going with on the start of its next turn, it was going to get it anyway.
If there was a new card, absolutely. But with just the one card, I'm not going to do the damage more than once per call.
That's fine.
Now, the good news there is that would apply to you guys as well. If somebody else had some sort of horrible area effect like that.
He will become vulnerable for.
Oh yeah, I'll become vulnerable to get out.
I'm just saying.
All right, and then I'm going to have a couple of attacks here. They are not very good because every one of these guys is wounded. In fact, you know what? Let me just put the wound on the sheet. That'll save me some time. All right, so I have the Colonel, who is currently vulnerable. I have Dagon. Oh wait, Dagon. Yeah, you have one of the wounds from keeping the portal open, and Pavel. Pavel is also, the 3 of you are all vulnerable.
Yes.
Excellent. All right, so Colonel.
Well, I'm not vulnerable because I didn't move last turn. He
So
came to
on your
me.
last turn.
Didn't I get to act already and I've been vulnerable, so shouldn't that be gone?
We moved out.
He moved out and became vulnerable on the move.
Oh, this is the flurry. Never mind.
This
This is the flurry.
Yep.
Yeah.
My bad. I'll take it though.
Oh, a 9 will hit?
That's the standard hit.
Only 13 damage, which I think is just shock. For
that is correct.
Dagon, also 13 for Dagon.
It's a standard hit.
Which is 13, which I think is shock. And
Yes, it will be.
for Pavel, also a 13.
That is a good success against my current 8. Because I don't have intimidate is not approved.
Ah. So 14 damage for Pavel is, I think, a wound and 2 shock.
No, that'll be a shock. That'll be just shock because his toughness is 11.
Oh, your toughness is 11?
Yeah. It's that nice little techno demon hide that helps.
It does help. It does help. All right. So now, for you guys, attack and trick. But for you, Robert, attack and taunt.
Okay, this is the last round for this.
Correct. That's I'm pulling them over here.
Yeah.
Just to make sure we keep track.
Pavel's going to go. He's going to get out of the way. I'll keep my vulnerable with me, and then I will trick it.
Easiest way to go. Oh, I never got rid of that after his turn. All right.
Just moving.
So that is only a standard.
That is only a standard. We'll make it vulnerable.
Okay. Who's next?
I'm going to move out and attack it. Oh gosh. So I'm going to stay vulnerable.
Yep. It's
The owl sprayer didn't do anything, so I'm just going to.
And I took my shock for being in it.
excellent. Yeah, Dagon has his 2 shock that he's going to take.
Yeah. Yeah, I will take that in a second. Actually, oh god. I will go on and try to hit it with my wrench, my truncheon,
Okay.
and we'll just see if this doesn't.
Then if you're staying in melee with it, you're not moving out of melee. You're just moving out of form.
Dagon, before you make your roll, do you want me to put a condition on it?
Sure. I mean, this is going to be a hard roll anyway. So.
I'm going to try to trick it.
Yeah, go for the trick. So it is going to be vulnerable then. Don't forget to draw your card, Dan.
Will do. Just verifying.
All right, Dagon, you have a +2 because the darkness is not a problem for you.
Yep. 10.
No.
I know. I'm going to go on and give you another possibility.
If you feel you must.
Yeah. I want to try to get something on this.
Okay. And you're about to get one back in a moment anyway?
Yeah. So a 17 will give me a good success.
Yes.
Which, trust me, I need. I'm going to get anything on this.
You got this.
Well, so I do nothing.
No.
I'm afraid that is not enough.
Quit.
But you did successfully attack, so you do draw a card.
Okay.
And then in just a moment, as soon as we get to the end of this round, there's a possibility next to your token that you'll pick up.
Okay. I'm just going to go in and get it now.
Yep, that's fine. All right, so that was Roderick is done.
Hey, Robert, your little dude should go.
Oh, yes. He'll come up and also try to hit it.
Yep, straight roll. -4 because of the darkness, but the wound and the vulnerability offset.
Right. There it is. So, I mean, if I, really blast this out.
Okay, totally.
You got this.
Nope, I don't.
Or it can. All right.
It was a roll.
Yeah, it was a roll.
You will portent. I believe that is a good success on portent. Good success let you rearrange too, is that correct? I don't have the book right here. Oh, I have the book over here. I built all the 1x4x9 that he has, but forgot to put the portent stuff in. Because I am not as smart as I thought I was. I was just looking at
Somebody wrote that down, right?
No, just video recorded it.
Yep.
That's there we go. That's good.
It's fine. Me not being as smart as I thought I was is still pretty damn smart.
There's another word that usually follows that, but
Ego, hubris, one of those.
it's a 3-letter word.
Delusional.
All right. We have Thaddeus, Pavel, the Colonel, and Yvonne all left.
Pavel did his thing.
Oh, he did? Oh, that's right. Okay.
Colonel is moving out and
Forget to take
this.
shock.
Wait. Are we staying on the? Is this the same one? No, it's Hero Flurry this time. Okay.
No, this is not dramatic. It's
Yeah, it's not
standard
dramatic.
encounter.
Okay. Yeah, I'm moving out. I am definitely.
Are you moving like away, or just out?
Oh, well, as far away as I can without impeding or impacting what I'm getting ready to do.
Okay. Don't forget to take the 2 shock and then go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna trick him again because that worked last time.
It could work again.
Should I be taking darkness for this?
No, I don't think so for a trick. Plus, I think with the 3 pillars of fire, I think we're okay at this point.
Alright. No, didn't trick him.
That did not trick him. Are you going to put anything on it?
Why would I do that?
Because you don't want to suck?
I don't have anything to put on it, so I'm not.
Okay.
I'm gonna suck.
All right. Thaddeus, Yvonne. By the way, that was also recorded.
I'll trade that.
Okay.
All right. You kind of said that this is a somewhat smallish cave, right? I mean,
Ish. Why?
well, as in, I feel like putting up too many pillars of fire in here that are sitting around for rounds.
Read everybody's movement. Yes. Then you're probably at about the limit of what you can manage.
That's fine. I will just hellfire, which is not a pillar of fire.
Just a single target hits him and goes away.
Well, unless I'm multi-targeted, but
Well, the others are in melee, are they not?
I don't think this one is.
This one's not.
Right.
Yes.
So I will do the one down there and then the one that's not vulnerable.
Okay.
So the -6 again, unless you're saying the darkness is.
I'll dial it down to a -2 for you guys. I'm feeling kind.
All right. So then -4.
Mm-hmm. So that is going to be a standard and a good.
Yeah. So 3 would be an 18, would give me a good and an outstanding. Alright, I will play this to get the 18.
Okay. So 18 is a good, and a 20 is a also good because you need a 22 for outstanding.
Right. Okay, that's fine. I'll just do 2 goods.
What can I say, Jim? You're just too good. All right.
Come on, Thaddeus.
They are down.
Thank you.
Yvonne, there is only one left.
I suggest you kill that one. Again.
Just in case you weren't planning to begin with.
Third card, so this will go away in just a moment.
Mm-hmm.
14 is a standard hit. Well, you have the vulnerable on there. So, standard hit. Is that all you got?
No.
I have an action for you if you want.
It's hard.
Attack was approved, right?
Yeah. For everybody except for Dagon.
Damn it. I have an action for you if you
Oh
want.
no, it was for him too. It was attack and something else attendant for Dagon.
Okay.
Do you want the action?
Yeah.
Alright, then just give me whatever you got in your pool. Oh, I see why you were thinking about it.
Alright, so a 17 is a good. And that will drop it. I assume you'll wait a minute or two. Those will go out. That will go out. Those go away. Ooh. Those go out. Cave gets darker.
I breathe again.
Of course.
We should go through portal now, yes?
Sounds like a good idea.
So the portal is whispering stuff to us.
It sounds like there's a whispering noise, yes.
Baba will go through.
Is there anyone who chooses not to?
No.
Go through the portal?
Yeah.
Shit, I took a wound to get that damn thing open. I'm going through it.
I'm just
Yeah.
double checking.
I don't want to, but I don't have any other option. I mean, It's go through the portal or stay in this godforsaken place.
I mean, that's just a different godforsaken place.
No. It's a god-abandoned place. It's likely going to be close to the void. I'm suspicious. And not looking forward to this at all.
That's Mark's way of saying he can't wait to see what happens. Anyone watching wasn't completely certain.
Yeah, no, this is going to be horrific. I can't wait.
Mark,
I'm going
when
in with
you were
two
in the
rooms?
Marine Corps, were you one of those guys who said, "Thank you, sir, may I have another"?
No,
Oh, really?
no.
Huh.
That's associated with something that we don't do in the Marine Corps. That's the Navy.
Oh, is it? But technically, isn't the Marine Corps a branch of the Navy? Aren't you like just part of a little bit of the Navy?
Well, we let the Naval Corpsmen
Rod,
play
that
with
is
us,
like
so that
the most touchy subject when you're talking to a Marine.
well, we let the Naval Corpsmen come play with us.
Don't you let the Navy people let you on their ships and let them
Anytime we got to go someplace, they
travel
take
you
us. It's
somewhere?
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
but
like
see,
your,
the problem with all that
servants.
is the paychecks that go to the Marines say that they're from the Navy.
Oh, dude, are the paychecks from the Department of the Navy?
I'm sorry, Dan. What service branch were you again?
I was in Navy.
Meanwhile, at the Air Force range, the air conditioners broke. Damn it!
It's known
Air
as
conditioner
Navy,
was never
the Marine
broke.
Corps Uber.
That's a no-no. You can never have the air conditioner broke. It's always got to be working. Especially when you're stationed in Florida.
Mark, is that how it goes? The Navy is the Marine Corps Uber?
Give or take, sure.
All right,
We
so
fly places too.
Yeah, but they got planes in the Navy.
No. The Navy flies off of boats, ships.
all right, so stepping into the through this portal, right? When you step in, this entire thing feels like you're passing through this film of just evil power, right? Your hair stands up, you get goosebumps. It's very discomforting. And you continue to hear this whisper coming from deeper in the cave. The cave opens to a small passageway of what looks to be worked stone, which soon gives way to red and black marble. Shortly thereafter, you come to a staircase which appears to spiral down into the bowels of the earth.
Can I do a couple things here?
I don't know, can you?
Let's see. Let's try that.
Sure, go for it.
Come on. Numbers.
You could throw a possibility on it.
Hmm.
You only want to heal the one wound, right? Because you want the portal to stay open.
Yes.
Wait, do we? Do we want the portal to stay open? I mean, we passed through it.
I would like to get out.
I don't think there is getting out going back.
Well, we won't know until
There's only forward, and Pavel wanted to booby trap shit, so.
You could try to booby trap it, Pavel.
I was outside.
Hey,
sorry.
Pavel, I have
Sorry,
an
I'm looking at numbers.
I have an adrenaline. I have an adrenaline. I can trade you, and I can play a supporter. That would give you
number
number
10.
Okay. What would you here? Yo, you know what? I'm gonna give you your. Just put it on the ground, Jim, and I'll give you a good card you like.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Oh, it's the stray. Yeah. Okay, it's a 10.
Alright, there's that one, and then I will also support him. Buck up! I know it looks dark and dim, but don't worry. We will shine through this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so now I only have the 2 wounds I've taken to keep the portal open.
Yeah, you do.
I asked for it. I do have the masochist perk, so.
Seeing as you had that, you could have taken 3 of the wounds and had 3 possibilities.
No,
Well,
didn't you say it was only like
oh, no,
once
no,
per...
He'd already done the once per scene, though. Or once.
Open the portal initially. He could have just been like, I'm going to stab myself in the chest, spurt 3 wounds of blood on this and give me 3 possibilities.
But that is a waterborne wounds from a foe at that point.
Oh,
Not
it's
quite a
okay.
foe.
Say that? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Because that
All
otherwise it'd be like, look at me. Give me 3 possibilities.
Hey, look at me.
It's
I'm a
everywhere
cutter.
I go.
Yeah.
Say, look at me. I'm a cutter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you see this stairway spiraling down.
Go down.
All right.
I think it goes down.
Is small and cramped, forcing the tallest of you to hunch. After what feels like an age, you reach the bottom and see an archway made of the same red and black marble. Looking through it, you can see a sky full of strange stars, as well as planets that appear to be not very far above the atmosphere. Looking out across the landscape, you see what looks like a sandy desert, and close by the edge of a deserted city. A chill wind blows soundlessly from the city, and looking behind you, it appears that there is a cliff as high as you can see.
Can we get rid of our shock?
Now you've been walking for a little while, sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
Can I? Well, no. We said you were going to hang on to your wounds, didn't you?
Yes, because otherwise the portal's going to close. Now, I don't know if we can open it up from the other way.
Well, I mean, you said it. I'm not going to heal you, so there you go. You're fine.
Yep. I'm
It
good.
just means that, pain is going to come out behind us. So
Yep.
Possibility too.
That would happen if you were in the Nile Empire.
that's true.
Well,
But you're from the Nile, that's why you think it. Okay. Took me a minute to get there, but yeah, I got there. So, what would we like to do?
Obviously, we go to city.
Did we have any instructions on what we need to be
Do we
doing? other than
do we
coming
hear
here?
any other whispering?
You might hear it periodically.
Okay.
Can we make out what's actually
If
said?
I do, I would head towards the whispering.
Um,
No.
What?
No.
Never head towards the
We
whisper.
go to the whisper. Remember,
No.
the book was whispering to people searching for it. It said in the letter.
I mean, the whispering seems to probably come from all around you, around here, you know.
I would tell you it's a bad idea to meet the person that's whispering at you.
Oh, then we go to city, yes?
Yes.
Oh,
For lack of a better option, I suppose we'll
And watch out for
go
poop.
to the city.
Oh, I did that, though. I did not.
Hey, chill.
We are chilling.
So,
That's
the structures themselves all appear to be made of stone. The buildings are low, wide, and flat. Unornamented. No, even though they're stone, no carvings, nothing hanging from them. And it is silent here.
Is there any sort of central building?
Well, you can see kind of, on the far side of the city is another cliff that seems to go all the way up. And it looks like there's a building built into it. You can see large black basalt doors from here. You can't make out what's on them.
Oh, we should go over there.
Okay. I agree.
I don't like these.
Seems
This is-
reasonable.
So getting up to it, the doors of this, it can only be some sort of temple, have carvings and bas-reliefs of things on it that, when you see them, you just kind of instinctually look away because they are very strange and difficult to look at.
Maddening?
Only if you study them. Would you like to?
No.
Yeah, someone open the door, please.
Oh, would you like to study them? It would probably earn you a card.
Oh, it probably would. You know what? I like not these choices, so I will not.
That's like you were thinking about.
Oh, What a -2.
No, you wouldn't be at a -2. You have no idea what would happen.
Oh, for wounded.
He'd be at a -2 for the sanity check.
Yeah, yeah, that one I would be. Is someone open the door, please? Let's go in.
Who is opening that door?
I will attempt to open that door.
Okay. He's already going to open it, so.
Yep.
So, the temple itself is large, apparently empty, right? Kind of large circular chamber. Inside, just past the center of the circle, is a black basalt altar. Behind that altar, there is a throne. The throne is empty, except for at the top of it, there's this yellow silken mask that hangs off of it, and some sort of looks like this maybe ivory flute that you can see carved ivory flute on the throne itself. Atop the altar is a book which appears to be made of black stone. And as you enter, the pages kind of rustle up and turn, and you hear it whisper to you. Welcome, children of Epiros. At long last you have come to rescue me. My eons-long exile is now ended, and this unworld must now be destroyed. Now I make my own prophecies come to pass.
Nope, time to go home.
I am going to cast neutralize traps in case there is one in here. It doesn't actually neutralize them; it just allows me to use aberration to. Alteration allows me to use alteration to change traps. So,
in case there doesn't have any effect if there are no traps.
Yeah, if there are no traps, then nothing happens.
Okay.
Do you know that there are no traps, though?
Ah, Stormborn, there are no traps here. None but what have been devised that brought you here.
Okay, I will walk up toward the book then.
And you feel the sense of exultation coming from it. It feels like there's something kind of pawing about in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
You don't happen to have telepathy, do you?
Nope, but I have divination.
Now, well, what's your will mind?
My will mind is a 13.
So it feels like something's kind of rifling through some of your memories. Dwarf, Isle, Nile. Why are you here, son of Epiros?
Well, we came because somebody was looking for you, and we decided to come find you first. And to destroy this place, you just have to be removed from here?
Yes.
Destroyed? Or taken out?
You
Carried out?
Destroy me? Have you no idea who I am?
No. Do not. I would not. Don't. No.
Not really.
Yourself, Archibald Rasmussen.
This is not a good idea.
It's a great idea.
Not that it matters, but I have a will mind of 14.
I know.
Okay. This is, if you're removed from here.
So if you're going to do that, we're going to have, Robert, if you try to cast a spell against it, we're going to have things begin to happen.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, this is not going to go well.
I believe that's typically entropy is in the Nile book.
Nile.
Oh, you're gonna. Oh, dude. I can't help you.
Yeah.
Damn it. I cannot help you. Could I help him with faith? I have faith now.
No. I'm even going to let him do this.
I know you're going to let him do this. I want to help him.
I know you do.
And
It's a
I mean,
second chance,
I doubt it's going to work, but I'll go on and spin the possibility.
Wait.
Oh, wait. Actually, before I do this, I forgot about something.
What's that?
Did I take that back? No, I didn't.
I did not delete it.
Did
Oh.
I delete it?
Is that a possibility?
Nah, I may have deleted it. Oh well. As we're talking, I forgot I needed to play this first.
I'm going to have you hold on to that.
Okay. Then I'm going to
Because
finish.
that will mind, the reason I was asking you about your will mind, he knows who you are. So that wouldn't really work.
Okay. Then I'm going to go on and continue with the possibility, and
I will nullify it. Negate it, sorry. And then I'm going to ask you to roll reality.
Okay. Oh, wait, you negate the spell.
Yeah, I negated your possibility. And at the same time, I ask you to roll reality as I negate it.
Okay.
Is the professor with us?
Yes.
Okay.
He is standing in the back, looking like he's trying not to be noticed.
15.
Okay.
The 15. All right. It is below an 18. I will go ahead and disconnect you.
Okay.
I'm pointing my Webley at the professor.
What are you pointing that at me for?
Don't move, sir.
He looks...
If you please.
Ah, foolish dwarf. Perhaps you will serve me. You need to know who I am. And you feel thoughts kind of projecting themselves into your head, Dagon.
Uh-huh.
This does not feel very good. I'm going to do two. First, before I ask you to roll, it's only fair to give you a moment to try to reconnect. We are looking at a DM18 in here, because it's pretty pure.
Before you do that, would you like a reality surge? Would that help?
Yes,
You know, I'm going... Huh?
It would put you in a mix zone. It's probably a good idea.
Hold on.
Okay.
I'm sorry. You disconnect?
Here.
Yes.
He didn't disconnect. He was disconnected.
That's fine. I have a better card for you.
Oh, okay.
You're going to give him a reconnect?
Yeah, I have 2.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Jim's planning for the future.
Or just drawing that way.
He's going to need 2.
Okay. And
Sanity test that I need to roll. We're looking at a DM 14 after you've reconnected.
yes. Let's see, what do I have right now? I have a 10. Does anyone happen to have,
Is that Look Into the Void still out?
Yes.
What you looking for, Robert?
does anyone happen to have a willpower, or would you play a supporter if I gave it to you?
Well, you haven't rolled Will Mind yet.
I'll play it for you if you want, Robert.
Hold on, I got you.
Wait, what do I have to do now? Will mind?
Yeah, remember I said it was projecting thoughts into your head?
Oh, yes.
There you go, Robert.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
you
I
learn
don't.
Keep going if you're not done.
Well, let's see.
Would you like a second chance first? Because it's probably going to just negate you spending a possibility.
He's not going to negate a card. I think we got a card out there. Yeah.
I missed what you asked, Robert.
Do I just have to get to a 10?
No, 14.
2 cards.
Probably.
Okay, then screw it. I'm not. The spell is just not going to work.
I mean, I'll play the supporter to go with your willpower I gave you.
Yeah. Well, see, I already had an action, but since I have to pass the sanity.
You want to pass the sanity, right?
Yeah. Then I'll play the willpower, and you have the supporter.
Okay. So Roderick basically kind of stands, puts his hand on your shoulder, and you're able to withstand the onslaught of images being forced into your mind. So you're not going to take that sanity penalty, but you do know who and more particularly what this thing is.
It's a darkness device.
It is a darkness device named Taghara.
Oh, it's not Gozer?
Nope. And then you all hear this whisper tempting you. I will make one of you the High Lord of Earth. In return, you will help me destroy the eldest.
What's the eldest?
What's that?
I said, what's the eldest?
My brother.
Yeah,
No surprise there to anyone from Aurora.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Dagon says, you want to destroy that thing.
Yes.
See, if it was one other character, I know exactly what I would have done. But
You'd be like, I volunteer. I contribute. I volunteer.
Colonel's considering it.
Right. Robert's like,
the second
if I was
device
different,
for me.
right? Robert's like, if this is a different character, I'd be like, cool. I'm gonna get my scepter back.
yes, exactly. It would sound like he would have gone, yeah, I'll do it.
So it sounds like none of you are taking him up on his offer.
Actually, I'm actually considering it for Dagon. So,
Hey, Rod.
Yes.
While Dagon is considering it, I'll walk up to the book and say, "Yeah, sure, I got you."
And then you all hear what sounds like laughter. No, you reek of your mother. My
wow!
Oh,
that would rules step forth.
you little bitch!
Yes, but now bear in mind, everyone knows that they can't trust Pavel.
Ah, I'm going to take his little mask thing and his little whistle thing. I'm taking those.
That's behind the throne. That's behind the table. We'll talk about those problems later.
Okay.
Exactly. How would we destroy this?
Guys, please, time out. I'm trying to finish my box text.
Oh, sorry.
No.
My offer is not to you. Those that would rule step forth. Malcolm, Kane, I sense you in the darkness. Show yourself. Kibos the sorcerer, give up your guise. And from behind you, just as the Nile character expected,
Yeah.
someone steps into view. And he glares daggers at your ally, the professor.
What? You've been betrayed.
I know, it's such a shock. I don't know why Mark didn't trust him, though. There were no signs there. Contest you now to see who will be anointed as my high priest, who will return me to my place of power and convey me to my revenge.
Wait, is the professor a candidate for becoming the high priest?
Yeah, he's a
I'm
wizard or something.
Yes!
I shoot him.
Well, hold on. Cards are going to get flipped and things are happening.
I had my gun out. I'm shooting his ass.
I understand that you want to shoot him.
Could I play an alertness card to get a surprise round because I declared that I was aiming my gun at him and didn't trust him way before this?
No, but I will let you
Okay.
have the aim action.
Okay.
Free.
I'll take it.
It's not really dark in here, so I'm going to get rid of the darkness penalty. It's like almost like this dark purplish light. So they appear to be facing off. I'm going to put them over here. Well, no, okay. I spoke too late. It is dark.
Well, that affects them too.
Yeah, for them too.
Who
And
played
I would
that?
give each of you Lehman. He was the only one who said, no. I need to know my card.
Yep.
I needed to figure out which one was going to be more appropriate at which time.
Yep. No, that I had given up on that card coming out. Excellent. So I put those down for you guys. as it goes dark, that's probably because there's some dark, dim threads that, bring in something. There are 6 of you. So 3 of these creatures appear, and they appear like around you. And it seems that their goal, right, because you hear the whispering, is to keep all of you from interfering in this fight between these 2 here.
Supernaturally evil?
We'll get to that in a moment.
All right.
So you have a token you can pick up, a possibility you can pick up there, Dan. Now, it is 10:45.
We might want to pause it.
Pause it.
That was my thinking. The good news, Pavel's going to draw a card as soon as we do some rolls.
No problem, I guess.
Well,
we can leave that till next week.
I think that's probably a good idea. We will absolutely finish what's going on here next week.
Okay.
So I don't know when we're done with that. You're going next, Jim. I don't know if you want to do I do like an hour and a half, and then you take over, or if you want us to just talk about what's coming next, so we can start to do character introductions or whatever else. Kind of be your show.
That's fine. I mean, if everyone this coming week wants to tell me what characters they're bringing next week, then I can have it prepped, and then we can just see exactly how long we take next week, and then play it by ear.
Is this the
I can
return of Caradon?
item for you too. Yes, Revenge of the Caradon. Beta
book.
Difficult beta book.
Jack Preston.
Yeah, I think Mark, you and I had talked about we were each bringing our core Earthers.
Yeah, Jack Preston.
Yeah, just throw it up in the chats so that I know who to pull.
Yeah, mine is simple. It's the other bad Russian accent.
Wait, hold on. Are you telling me that I have to deal with Warrior and Spoot? I might kill Spoot?
Oh no! Well, Spoot's gonna get an upgrade sometime in the middle of that.
You're telling me I might kill Spoot? Anyway,
so I'll probably take excuses.
It's a possibility, and then I have to go get another Spoot version 2.0.
Brad and Mark, are y'all bringing leaders?
Yep.
Not quite. And in fact, since we're finishing early, if Dan wants to take us out, we can then talk about that a little bit.
Okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you want to see how this ends? Come join us next Wednesday to see how we end this and whether or not we continue with either gems or just discuss it. Of course, if you can't wait till next Wednesday for your tabletop RPG fix, you can come and join us tomorrow night for some Mutants and Masterminds, which will be a little late in starting due to circumstances with some of our players. Or you can come back Friday for some Consequences of Chaos. And then again, of course, I'll try to host it. It didn't work this past Saturday, but we have a Star Wars game called Rebel Yell that we're doing with the folks over from the Dragon's Table, or at the Dragon's Table. So you can check the actual show on their page, on their Twitch page. I will attempt to host it again this week, but no guarantees. Apparently, I'm not good with my OBS, kung fu as I thought I was. Let's see.
Yeah.
And that should be it. So remember, ladies and gentlemen, we're in this adventure called Life Together, so please keep that golden rule in mind and treat those around you the way you'd like to be treated yourself. And with that, have a good week.